You're now recording.
Cock and ball torture.
Thank you. Anything else? No?
Hey, Justin. Hey,
Yes.
Justin.
Mhm.
Fuck you.
Yep, there you go.
There it is.
Justin.
Red saying anything else is. Has anybody insulted Justin yet? Get out of the way now.
Oh, hold on. Hey, Justin.
Yes.
You're a very dear friend of mine. I
Oh,
cherish you very
thanks. See,
much.
see, is that so hard, guys? Is that so
Don't
hard?
let it go to your head. Don't let it go to your head.
Last week, what the hell are you
Already
talking
have.
about?
It's
I was like,
not.
Justin, you're.
No, no,
What?
no. It doesn't
What?
count when it comes to you, Ike. Because the moment I call you out, listen, the moment I call you out when you say Justin, right?
Oh.
The moment I call you out, that's when you say something nice. Okay?
Wow, so it doesn't count that I say that you're a dear friend of mine? Fuck you.
No, because if I just said yes, that's when you go off. But when I catch you
No,
right
it's
before you
not.
do, that's when you have to play PR, okay?
What?
Anyway.
Play PR.
Last session.
You're a bitch.
Last session. I believe last session was the Christmas special.
Yeah.
Was after the fight with the frozen giant zombie.
The other Christmas special.
After the fight and then some heart-to-hearts, you all continued forward. Having some more conversation on the road when you came across a older man who seemingly lost the wheel to his cart. And as thanks for retrieving it and for putting it back on, gave you all some gifts. And this was it was a not so subtle, hey look guys, it's Santa.
Oh my god!
You all continued on your way after encountering. I think there was some more. Trying to think. Did we end with Blossom asking Marcus, who's Mr. Brightly?
The fuck? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got who Mr. Brightly was. We got that.
Yes,
story.
That's
Yeah.
right. You guys did hear the extended version of Marcus's backstory.
Oh, also,
Yeah.
Ylif and Sedge had a cute, awkward moment with, or was that the
Oh,
session
yeah.
before Saint Nick?
No, it was after. Ylif gives Sedge
Yeah.
a bouquet of wildflowers, and
Right.
and Sedge shuts down in panic. TM full tomato face. That is directly quoted from my notes.
Nice.
Yeah, and then
Incredible.
yeah, and then did they have that conversation where Marcus was 100% eavesdropping on them at same session?
I think that was the session before.
That was
Okay.
the session before. That was after we killed the
Okay.
frost giant. When
Right.
Kate wasn't here.
Right. And then they got teased for it the next morning.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, because Halu noticed something was different, and gave Sedge shit about it. Jen,
Yep.
sort of. No, it was full shit.
Okay, I'm mixing because it's been a fucking month.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It has, which is
It's
why
been
my
a hot
memories, which is why my memories are sort of failing me. Been a hell of a month.
Should I just like run through the notes really quick?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
All right. I'm gonna start with session 36 and then go into Christmas special, which is session 37.
Hold on, is this the first TN session of the new year?
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
it is.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Yo, I get to
Happy
use my
New
Marcus
Year!
dice.
Um.
My
Oh,
new
I get to
Marcus
use
dice.
my blossom dice!
Yeah, we all get
I
to use
have
our new
my
dice.
You
Hello
didn't get to
mushroom
use your
dice.
blossom dice because you weren't here for the session.
Yeah! I wasn't. I was not.
Oh, I'm so
had
excited
to
to eat
work.
my mushroom dice, Kate. Okay, let's see. Session 36. Marcus had cast Identify on Hello. On the gem specific. On Hello, no distinct spell affecting her. Nothing specific. Like there's a small something, but like nothing concerning. Casting Identify on the gem, super magical piece of Mab / Queen of Air and Darkness, serves as a connection to those who have a deal with her, and she can see through it like a scry. She, using the gem, should she, like, whatever she would want, she can call on Helu anytime she likes. Marcus then casts Identify on Sedge's Dragon Mark. Aberrant Dragon Mark appeared on its own, lingering connection to Cryovane. Dragon's Arm magic itself. The death of one is a significant magical occurrence, not unusual for that person to be forever changed. A dragon's death energy could affect a creature in a burst. Someone could become half dragon, not Dragonborn specifically. Other times they display characteristics of the dragon. Unknown if there's a solution at this time. This was epic snowball fight. Sedge casts Sword of Truth on us, and we all fucking fail. Let's see.
Well, fight of truth.
Snowball fight of truth.
I missed Snowball fight.
We're so sad that you missed Snowball fight of truth. Let's see. Marcus scried on the goblin that got away from us. There is a camp in the woods far from the road. He overheard, and I quote, "She's not gonna be happy," / told us not to do things on our own. Another goblin said, "We'll find new targets. It's fine." We, the party, weren't specific targets. We were just the most recent, quote unquote. She doesn't leave the Goblin Fort, which is their main base of operation. The Goblin camp that Marcus had scried on is just a temporary camp, not the fort itself. Said read some poetry to Eilif. Really fucking cute. I value Eilif. I appreciate you, Eilif. It was really cute. Yeah, I literally wrote half confession ? Full confession ? Boy howdy, there is some romance TM. Oh man. Marcus, at night when everyone else was doing their own thing, used contact other plane, connected to someone, not sure who. Asked the questions of like, do you know the Queen of Air and Darkness? Are you an ally? Or do you know the Queen of Air and Darkness? The answer was yes. Are you an ally of Queen Mab? The answer was irrelevant. Third question, when you say irrelevant, do you mean you are neither ally nor enemy? Answer was yes. Fourth question, do you know a way to break a pact between Mab plus an individual? The answer, not easy. Fifth question, can I have the name of someone who could help? The answer, the Lord of Silver. The next morning, Marcus searches for herbs, got some fancy LSD, yeah!
Oh yeah.
Sedge and Helu do some light sparring / warm-up drills. Sedge is a little more distracted. And they get more distracted when Eilif and Marcus get back from looking for herbs. Helu, gives him shit, and it's funny. The rat race was mentioned. We start heading over to White Sparrow. Now this is a session where we have Kate back. We bully the fuck out of Blossom with snow. I think there was much snow down the shirt and tossing into
I think specifically Helu and Eilif cause shit.
Probably. Let's see. Ilif told us about entropy, and that some of his soul bits are around the Feywild.
Yeah, I just left my soul bits around. It's fine.
Yeah, they're just hanging out. Marcus cast Identify on Blossom / her mark. There's a vague connection, as Blossom's mark is a symbol of the pact between Blossom and Mab. Every spell cast, the caster pays a tithe to the person on the other end. Mab can't scry / call upon the person on the other end, so Blossom is effectively safe. Marcus cut Halu's hair. It was really cute. It was really sweet. Halu learns basics about alchemy. Blossom asks Marcus about Mr. Brightly. The Mire of Dead Men forced Marcus to become a man. Marcus wanted to meet the leader of the group in the mire. The camp was filled with learned folk. Brightly was the leader. The cover for the group was that they were archaeologists. Brightly's cult started stealing children. Marcus's investigation led back to the cult after someone in the village approached Marcus and said, like, please, can you find my child? The cult excavated a grand library. The children were huddled around a beacon, a prototype of Televir's Folly. Unknowingly, Marcus made a pact to the bookkeeper. He heard screaming, something was killing people, all the children were dead. Marcus was about 14 at the time. After midday, that was sort of the end of what Blossom learned in Marcus's extended backstory. After midday, we come across an overturned wagon missing a wheel. Man's name, Kristoff, was going south to Netherwinter for Winter's Day to sell trinkets. A star next to, bro, we helped Santa!
You guys were so suspicious of him at first. You were like, it's a Santa.
And it's like, it was like, really, okay, so the funny thing is, the bro we help Santa is like really big, and then much, like, a little bit smaller looks like a younger Peter Capaldi.
Nice. Priorities.
Yeah, look, we all get our cute little trinkets and shit. This is a grand old time. Oh wait. Oh yeah. I believe Ilif had rolled a Feywild specific history check. Around the time of Winter's Day, stories of a figure of a jolly older fellow who gives gifts to people who need them. Occasionally during the winter months in Astrazeline, when the attacks were especially hard, and these are the same stories as the Prime Material. It is canon that Halu eventually thinks of the actual name for Santa Claus, and that is canon. This is also just she's saying thinking about this distractedly while trying to teach Blossom how to knife fight. Cause it's funny.
Blossom is picking up
That's
some weapon skills.
Yeah. More so building off the knowledge Blossom already has.
Yes, the knowledge of the pointy bit goes into the person.
Yeah, and
But not my
shooty
person,
bit,
the other person.
Yeah, the other person. The shooty bit out of the crossbow goes in not your friend's direction, and also not in your direction. Trigger discipline.
Crossbow safety.
Oh, and Halu? Yep, and Halu
Yeah.
canonically absolutely detests crossbows. I just remembered that. Absolutely fucking hates them. Thinks they're the worst.
Amazing.
That's it.
Thank you for
Yeah.
going over the notes.
No problem.
Thank you.
We can pick up with you guys not too far out from Luskin. You guys have reached about that crossroad there that you can see on Foundry. If you have it open, I don't think we'll need it today. but it's there. You've reached a crossroad between one way leading to Luskin, the city of sails, the other leading to a smaller town called Blackford Crossing. Technically, that way will shave off a little bit of your travel time, but Luskin is also a great place to resupply if you're in need of it.
Are we in need of it?
We could find cool shit. We have
I mean-
money.
Wait, can you say that again? We could stop by Luskin, you said?
You could, or you could take the crossroad and pass through Blackford Crossing instead. It is smaller. It won't have quite the same stuff as Luskin, but it will
Okay.
shave off some time of your travel.
I'm kind of leaning more towards Luskin, not only because I might want to buy some things, but also because it might be responsible for us to inform someone there of the goblins on the road if they haven't heard.
Yeah.
They probably know about them, but we have some information about where they might be staying, which is probably an abandoned fortress of some sort. So,
Right.
just saying.
Shopping.
Shopping.
So you guys, after a little bit of deliberation, can continue north to Luskin, which I think will take you about the rest of the day. There. If there's anything anyone wants to do before you reach there, now's the time.
Since it's been a day or two since I've done my last scrying on that one goblin, is there any way I can try doing that again sometime within that day to see if they made it to the fortress or not?
Yeah. Go ahead and mark off that spell slot. The goblin has to make that saving throw.
Okay, and I do have one of his possessions. I think they were some dice. So let me see. I don't know if that's a penalty or if it's. let's
Let
see.
me pull up the details of the spell again.
All right.
Additionally, I believe you don't know him well enough
True.
to word spell.
Do I at least know him firsthand since I've met him in the sense of combat?
I don't know if you do know him firsthand. I would count firsthand as like, exchanging names, sort of a thing.
That's fine. That's
yeah,
fine.
Hi,
if you know
my
his first
name
name, you
is-
know him firsthand.
Hi, my name is Biggledy Bob, the goblin.
At least having this dice kind of minimizes the major penalty I get from not knowing him all that well.
So consider it.
Doesn't the goblin roll with
Yes,
a penalty from the
Yes,
dice?
the goblin is the one that is rolling. But
Mhm.
I just need to know what the modifiers are.
I guess I would know him secondhand, and having a possession or garment is a -4, so he would have a +1.
Top of his
Yep.
wisdom save.
And it's a
Remember
wisdom
when-
17 that he needs to make.
All right.
Remember when Sam and Ashley rolled for double scry, and one of them rolled a nat 20, and they didn't need to roll for scrying?
Yep.
Yep.
Nothing.
they
You
got-
don't roll
they got
for scry.
Yeah, they got so excited, and we're just like, stop.
He's just smiling there, waiting
was-
for him to calm down.
Yeah. All right. What do we add, Matt? Nothing. You don't roll for scry. He was gonna wait for them to figure it out if he had to.
Yup.
That's so funny.
And they didn't.
Okay. You cast scry.
Hand over my eye, baby. Let's go, please.
Taking the moment to passing the hand over your eye and concentrating on this goblin. Try as you might, the scry doesn't seem to go through this day.
Mm. All right, and I can't do it for another 24 hours, so give it
Yep.
till tomorrow. All right, that's fine and dandy. That's cool beans. All right,
Marcus, did you have something in your eye?
yeah, it's all this running around, dust in the air and whatnot.
It's snowing.
I
It's
mean,
still dusty.
what's snow but the dust of winter?
Never mind, I'm not covering for you again.
Sure. Whatever you say, Marcus.
I'm just saying.
Okay,
That's
hi,
all.
Beavis.
I found a tarot card.
Hey, it's only been a week. There might be a little bleed. I'm sorry.
Okay. And I don't want to
It's
take up any
fine, I'm
time,
just giving you
so
shit.
I'll leave some ingredient hunting for another time.
Right.
Ooh, some mushrooms on the side of the road.
Don't eat
Look at that
those.
interesting plant. Oh, what a
Don't.
lovely flower.
That's trademark.
No!
Marcus, make sure your girlfriend doesn't eat random shit.
That will turn
Swear
your
to
nails
God.
blue. That one's fine to eat. It just makes your
Oh,
ears
really?
itchy.
This one? This purple
that-
flower right here?
Yeah, that one's fine. Yes, the one that's
With
also
the yellow
very red.
spots
Unless they have...
underneath the petals?
Yep, exactly. The one that has all the dead insects around it. That's the one.
Mm.
Anyways.
Hey, you wanted me to be chaotic, so
No, I did.
here I am.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Lathander, bless you.
Bless.
What do you give me? Okay, not that. That's a bit better. But yeah, you continue on. It is a very light snow today. Sort of still bright. You know, the clouds aren't too heavy, so you can see the sun coming through. It's one of those like it's almost so bright because the sun is reflecting off the snow days.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit hurts.
Fucking getting flashbanged by by the snow anytime you look out. But there is the ocean to your left. Rain. And the further north you get, the more like the more you see chunks of ice floating. The river, the ocean becomes a little more crowded, I guess. But you can see that where it's like the waves are hitting the shore, it's almost slushy like, and then it's washing up ice, partially melted snow. As you reach Luskan, the city of sails, often considered the farthest reach of civilization.
Whoa.
Hey.
Ooh.
Luskan, the city of sails. I'll actually switch the map.
I thought you said the city of sales. That we were gonna run into a whole bunch of salesmen. Ooh.
Ooh.
Blood Island. Henri, here we go.
This is taken from the Sword Coast Adventuring Guide. Luskan,
I like the
city.
make out of the city.
Yeah, right? Luskan, the city of sails, spans the icy river Marar, which tumbles from the spine of the world, races past Mirabar, and then plunges towards the sea. You can see that the swift river has cut deep here. Luskan itself rests atop two escarpments on either side. Kitty, I can't see, with sheer 40-foot bluffs of gray stone rising above the water. Around the city's perimeter...
So it's San Francisco.
Around the city's perimeter, thick stone walls with squat towers provide defenses. The southern gate, which you're approaching, also called the Twin Teeth, boasts most impressive towers standing twice as tall as the city walls, bedecked with crenellations and arrow slits and defenders in a show of strength toward the southern approach. Luskan, despite its relative size nowadays, was bigger once upon a time. But this is part of D&D lore, general D&D lore, in which spell plague kind of fucked it up, and it has shrunk since, as there once was and has recently been growing Arcane Brotherhood, sort of a cadre of wizards that works hand in hand with the other part of Luskan's government, quote unquote government, to rule over the city.
Shadow Wizard Money Gang.
Do we have time
okay.
to pencil in an overthrowing?
Oh,
Maybe after the winter solstice.
Not here. This place
Those things
doesn't
takes
need it
time.
as much, actually.
yeah.
Besides,
What time
Well,
of day
it's
is
good
it?
after
Um,
Netherwinter.
besides the very ominous tower on one of the islands, otherwise pretty nice. Hold on, I'm sharing a picture from the wiki.
Cool,
It's later in the day, like closer to sunset.
Okay.
But Luskan, it's the primary thing about Luskan is that it is home to a lot of pirate
wow.
types, but also a lot of seafaring types.
I see what you mean about despite the ominous tower.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
That's such a fucking ominous
That's some like
tower.
dark
What the
crystal
fuck?
bullshit.
Yeah,
Dude,
right.
that's sick.
Do the Skeksis live there? Like what the fuck?
But yeah, the a lot of ships come in and out of Luskan. That's why it's called the City of Sails. A lot of pirate types run about here, but also in general merchant types, seafaring types,
Ooh.
to make their living at sea one way or the other.
My kind of town. Let's go.
If anyone is curious, you can make a history check, and I can give you some information about. I was reading up on it today. It's kind of interesting. I need a better.
I would
I-
like to. I imagine I've done
History.
business
I'll do that.
in and out around
I
this.
I would love to, but Helu probably doesn't know shit.
Oh, use a
Uh,
charge.
I
for the
have
I
a
picture.
love knows
+5.
jack shit.
Yeah.
I will
I'm
try
gonna
it.
put what I got in voice chat.
Ooh. Okay, so Arson's die rolled a 19 on the history
Nice.
tag.
Yeah.
Arden's
20.
dice also rolled a 19 for me.
I apparently gave y'all like blessed dice because the Henri dice I gave
Oh, yeah.
Justin were
Blessed.
was doing work.
I had to stop using
Oh,
those off and on during the game because they.
So what did everyone get?
I got
20.
I
a
got a 24.
Not rolling.
21
Not
history.
rolling.
I did use a charge for that as well.
Okay.
So
Yeah. So
I do want to say, Bones, I'm using your dice tonight for the first time, and I absolutely love them. They came with 2 D20, which I love, and the D4. I really like the way it looks. It's one of those D4s that isn't like a pyramid; it's more like a diamond. So it's so cool. So thank you for that,
I'm so happy you like them.
and it rolled well. So thank you. All right, but yeah, 21 history for me.
all right.
Blessed with friendship.
And I got a 24.
Yeah. So I can give you all this information, roughly the same sort of thing, which is that so Luskan is not a part of the Lords of Alliance, which is the Lords of Alliance is not necessarily a nation, but it is generally the force that controls the Sword Coast. Various cities and their leaders sort of agree to be at peace with each other and to work together to sort of maintain the freedom and independence of the Sword Coast. Luskan, not a part of that. So the way that Luskan's sort of city government works is that within the city walls and on the nearby waters, it's ruled by its ships and their 5 high captains. The ships are not ships strictly speaking. It's capital S. Ships is when I say that. Ship simply
Their romance.
simply refers to sort of this coalition of people who like swear their life to be loyal to these groups. And there's 5 in total. Let's see here. Their high captains or the leader of each ship is elected, but they are elected for life. And to be a member of a ship is a very select privilege. And very few of Luskan's residents can actually claim it. Membership is voluntary, but it is until death if undertaken. And each ship is in control of a different aspect of Luskan. So, like, one controls the city docks and any activity occurring thereupon. They are obviously among the biggest, most profitable, most influential within the city. Another operates the fishing industry, Another holds sway over a lot of piracy and raiding that occurs out of Luskin.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Another... Hi, kitty. Yeah, and the final one just sort of like takes what's what's left over. Anything that's that the other 4 are like, we don't really care about that. The 4th ship takes will take that one. And the 5th one engages in mostly guard duty. Which does lend itself, as it's not very profitable, does lend itself to some unsavory city guards, as it were. But it is still sort of the center of commerce, and of course, the last stop north before all that's left is the spine of the world and Icewind Dale beyond. Hi, kitty. Where you going? Okay, goodbye.
Cool.
I wonder if Ember could break the spine of the world.
Oh, Jesus.
Probably.
Dog.
That's kind of a
Is there
one way to
that's
find
kind of a
out?
sick ass line to think about. Break the spine of the
Do you
world.
think Ember could break the spine of the world?
I
mean, if we
there's gonna be a
brought her here, she
point
probably
in
could.
Sahanovan where Ember's gonna punch like a cliff face, and across the world, something's gonna explode.
Something
This is
happened.
how the spine of the world formed.
There's like a bunch, like Ember punches, and it's punched in such a way that there's like, the movement of tectonic plates, maybe some underground volcanoes, but like it curves, whichever fucking direction the Sword Coast is in from the
Jesus,
peninsula.
You're turning my half-feral child into like a god.
But question though, is there like a link to this information? Because I would like to have it.
I will figure out something. I don't know if it's on the wiki, but I am looking at the Sword Coast Adventuring Guide.
Yeah, thank you. Because I want to have that knowledge available.
The other part of
Can't write that fast.
The other part of the government is called the Arcane Brotherhood.
Great, that's not ominous at fucking all.
They held power over the city of Luskin for a very long time until the Spell Plague sort of rocked their shit, and the High Captains were able to reclaim most of it. But the Arcane Brotherhood sort of returned out of the blue, rebuilt their tower, which you might be able to guess which one is their tower.
Yeah.
Thought that was like an accounting office
It's
or
a
something.
little hard to figure out, but I think we can get there.
But
There definitely isn't a robed figure at the top of that tower twiddling its thumbs around.
Oh boy, just wait till I'm done. The Arcane Brotherhood is largely responsible for helping cleanse some nearby ruins of undead, as well as fighting off a dragon that once menaced the city.
We've done that. Or my friends have done that.
They have generally sworn to keep themselves out of the politics of the High Captains and the city at large, but
sure.
Yeah, the notion this is what's in the book, but the notion that powerful wizards closely aligned with one another can truly remain neutral is laughable to anyone familiar with such things. But there are, let's see here. There's generally 5 sort of like designations within the Arcane Brotherhood. Each one determined by a specific color and patterns that mark their cloak. But the Archmage and the 4 there's an Archmage that oversees all of the wizards, and then there is 4 other wizards. Over wizards is what they're called, that oversee the other spires of the host tower. So they sort of they're not technically involved with politics, but they're powerful wizards, so people tend to pay them some like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Good
reverence?
Good chunk of change.
They pay them some good attention. For being a bunch of powerful wizards overlooking the city in a very ominous tower.
Mm-hmm.
It's giving me Winterfell.
Icewind Dale is literally like a couple miles north.
Yeah, I hope you know that I'm just gonna write down Arcane Brotherhood equals Skeksis. Like,
Not quite that
Like-
bad, but I see where you're going with that.
it's the tower.
Yeah, for sure the tower is something.
I mean,
Although-
real question, does the tower predate the Brotherhood?
I believe the tower was built by the original iteration of the Brotherhood.
Ah, interesting. Okay.
Mm.
Probably one of the
You
oldest.
see, they're
things in
just
the Brotherhood.
archaeologists.
Okay, to be clear, the spell plague wasn't actually that long ago in terms of
Yeah, it was like
Faerun lore.
100. It was like 100 years ago.
Yeah, it really wasn't that long ago.
Yeah. Even Marcus's hometown got affected by the spell plague.
Yeah. Year of Blue Fire, about 1385 DR, was, about 100 years ago.
Mhm. And what I'm
It's well
wondering
within an
is,
elf's lifetime.
Yes.
what I'm wondering is, was the town built around the tower, or was the tower built, when the town was already established? Do you know? Like, did it just move in? You know what I mean? Or
I believe it probably would have been essentially one and the same.
Mm. Yeah, because need the infrastructure. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. That's really interesting. Well, guys, I guess we should probably spend the night here then, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess. Like, I don't really feel. I kind of want to sleep in a bed tonight.
Yeah.
Like, to be fully honest.
It has
Somewhere
been a
warm.
That'd be great.
There's really two or let's see here. Yeah, there are about like 3 primary inns in Luskin. And you could find this out by asking anyone passing on the streets, but you do see there are a lot of like guards that look more like mercenaries or more like pirate folks. But otherwise, it's
Ylif is having to restrain themselves from judging.
Ylif, stop staring.
I think I would ask one of the guards where we would go to report our findings, in terms of the goblin thing on the road.
They kind of like look at you up and down, clearly clearly not from Luskin. They're like,
Just playing good Samaritan. Just lead the way.
yeah, you'll have to head over to the Prisoners' Carnival for that.
That's
That's
an
such a
interesting-
name.
What
I-
the fuck?
You know what? I really like it.
Of course
Prisoners.
you would like it.
Is there someone we should speak to when we get there?
You'll find someone. Don't worry.
Okay.
Thanks.
Sounds
Not
good.
helpful,
Thank you.
but
right.
okay.
I say we leave it until tomorrow morning. That way I have an opportunity to try another scrying on that camp. Or the fortress, that goblin fortress, I mean, guys.
All right. Sorry, I'm just like kind of these. This is Helu is saying this as like we have walked away from these dudes. Those dudes are like Neverwinter is shady as fuck. Those dudes are so fucking shady. Holy shit.
I mean, it's usually the guards that have very polished armor and walk the right way that you really have to watch out for in terms of shadiness.
I will take your word for it.
Trust me. There's
I mean,
only
yeah,
one way
because
they
it
can
means
afford
either
nice things.
they don't care about their job to
Do stuff.
do stuff, or they're getting paid off.
Huh. All right.
Guards don't get paid all that much. Makes sense. Corrupt guards kept me in business.
Mm,
You say that like it's a good thing.
Well, it
Marcus.
was for me. It
I
made my
live-
life easier.
I quit.
So, Agag?
Agag.
I'm just saying, there's more corrupt guards than there are good ones.
All guards are gangsters?
A cab.
A gab.
I heard a gag. I'm like, all guards are gangsters.
I mean, in this
AGAG
scenario,
is
that
what I
also
heard.
works, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about we find our lodgings first before a guard overhears us?
Yeah.
Oh! No, clearly, Isla puffing up their chest, like, over-exaggerated. Like, all guards are gangsters.
Yes, Silas. Yes, you are.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Ba-da-da-da-da. It's the motherfucking thief of the
Friggin'
Jiminy.
DOWG Snoop
Snoop
Dogg.
Dogg!
Isla.
Anyways.
Snoop Isla.
Yeah,
Damn.
we go find.
Anyway, yeah. There's a couple of inns here. There are some taverns as well. That aren't places to stay so much as they are places to drink. The places to stay are there's the Royal Arms, which is expensive and luxurious, often favored by rich traders and dignitaries. So little
Typically don't advertise in the pirate town that we're rich.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's do a little bit of incognito.
There is
Once in our fucking life.
there's the Seven Sails
I don't
Inn.
think it's possible for us.
There's the Seven Sails Inn, an establishment on the Setting Sun Street. There's a place where you can get some sleep. But a lot of the locals are a little bit you talk to and ask about that are like, we wouldn't most locals know to avoid it because we've seen a lot of Arcane Brotherhood types in there,
What is up with the Arcane Brotherhood? Since you bring it up,
They're
what
just
is their
they're
deal?
just wizard types. Not exactly
So
terribly fan of the wizard
hubris,
types.
shifty bastards. Got it.
Yeah, exactly.
I kind of shoot a look at Hello's like, I feel like that counts as me, but okay.
You're not a wizard, though. You're a sorcerer. And you also tried to eat a poisonous flower that
I
would make
didn't
you
try
to
shit
eat
your
it.
pants. You don't
just
give
pointed it
hubris,
out.
you just give dumb.
It's the question of how.
I was just pointing it out on the road, okay? I didn't try to eat it.
Mhm.
Could have
it's
fooled
It's
me.
good. I only have so many lesser restorations in me.
Look, it's not even that they're really shifty. It's more it's like how long till all powerful archwizards decide to try messing with shit they don't understand, and then wipe a town off the map.
I'd say the next 10 years or so.
Thank you, exactly.
Gale of Baldur's Gate. Or Gale of Waterdeep.
You know about Gale of
I didn't
Waterdeep.
get that far yet.
Oh,
Yeah, we haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah, we're not continuing this conversation so we don't spoil Ike.
Or bones by the sounds
I
of
don't
it.
know what that means.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
No, really, the
Worry
place
about it.
you want to go, it's called One-Eyed Jack's. Built after the spell plague, you understand? So it's not like super storied.
insight check.
Yeah, go ahead and make an insight check.
Yeah,
This is gonna be
I'm
so
going to
bad.
also-
I'll insight this dude too.
I'll also insight because Isla is
Moss?
bored.
Yeah?
Your Winter Eladrin set rolled a 1.
Oh no! Not the
Hey,
blessing of
hey,
friendship.
hey,
Oh,
hey! No, that means this is right in line with Blossom as a character.
This
Yeah.
is true.
Yeah.
Yo, you're not gonna believe this.
yeah.
I got a nat 20 in my roll on Hello's dice right here. So
Ah!
opposite here.
I got
One in the front.
14.
I got a 14 with the mushroom and moss dice. Hey,
That'd be a
You
26
didn't great
overall. for
fail.
me.
Yay, I'll count that as a
All
win.
right, with a 26 insight, what did you get, Ilif?
16.
Okay, yeah.
I also got a 16.
The two 16s and a 14. Blossom, you don't know. You're still caught up on the. Wait a minute, doesn't that describe me?
I'm not a dumb wizard.
you're a dumb sorcerer, but you're our dumb sorcerer.
The rest of
Wait
you
a
though,
minute.
the rest of you though, and Marcus is like for sure 100% confident about this. This person doesn't mean you any like there's no maliciousness. There's no trying to trick you or anything. It's truly just like, oh yeah, you're gonna head over to the One-Eyed Jacks. Not super storied. I know a lot of people tend to get real uppity about whether their tavern has been around for a couple decades or a couple centuries. No, but
It's up to code, and that's all I care about. Sounds good.
exactly.
Even if it's not up to code, as long as it won't kill us.
The Nan Tavern, so they'll serve you drinks there. They may not be the best, but they work. Lot of foreigners, a lot of travelers tend to stop there. Most reliable. You're gonna get your money's worth there, which is a good thing.
All right, sounds like we gonna go meet Jack.
Sounds like the least weird place in this town, so...
And yeah, he's directing you across one of the bridges. It's like over there on the northern bank. You'll know a lot of people coming in and out of there.
Cool, thanks, man!
Me personally, I'm kind of leaning towards option number 2, just because I want to run into these robed
I'm
guys.
also leaning towards option number 2 because
we can visit. We can go and visit to vibe check. And if it's weird, we can just go to the normal place.
And then,
yeah. I'm down for that.
And I will say that one of the another person you talked to, probably not the same one, would have also been like, oh yeah, if you're looking for a tavern separately, it's real busy, but it's super popular. But of course, a lot of pirates hang out there.
Oh yeah.
Is the Cutlass?
I've never met a pirate before.
Well, you're gonna meet a lot
Okay,
of.
so we're gonna stay at the normal tavern and like the normal inn, and then go to the pirate tavern for drinks and dinner. Yeah.
Yeah.
That works.
Ooh, exciting. Well, Marcus, technically, aren't you a pirate?
No. I'm a link with pirates. Pirates get things, and I redistribute those things.
He's like the middleman or something.
Yes, exactly. Obviously, pirates can't get all their stolen goods and sell it on the side of the road. No, they need someone to, wash it and pass it along to the right people for a reduced price.
At least in Neverwinter.
So you're not
so
a
much
pirate.
the case in Luskin.
I mean, I will say I've done piratey things. But I lean more towards a smuggler than a pirate.
All right, you're on thin ice, Black Blood.
What? You're acting like I'm doing it right now.
No.
Are you?
She wants to fuck the pirates.
Have I jumped on a ship and stole things? Yes, of course. Who hasn't? But was I doing that all the time? No.
Hold on.
Marcus. She wants to fuck the pirates.
Okay, I see that.
Thin ice, Black Blood. Thin ice.
I will have you know, not all pirates are as rugged as you imagine, okay?
There's a lot of scurvy.
Just for that, you guys are gonna roll up to the Cutlass, and they're all gonna be exactly as rugged.
Alice Ragged just Blossom imagines them. It's like, ooh, this is exactly what I expected. Hello, sir.
Just because of the
Hello.
comedy, just because of the comedy of one of those cartoon moments of just they're not all as rugged as you expected. Well, they are all as rugged as you expected.
First we're gonna go get our room though, presumably.
Yeah. So are you going to the Seven Sails or to One-Eyed Jack's?
I think One-Eyed Jack's.
Yeah, One-Eyed Jack's, because that place is not weird. Apparently,
yeah,
it's normal in a good way.
Yeah.
Which
and you can get the shifty, the energy shifty from the pirate tavern.
Yeah, you get there. Here. Located on the north bank of the Luskin, it has 2 floors. Out in the front, it seems relatively normal looking. Nice wooden building that looks like has been well taken care of despite being on the sea. The coast here. Yep.
Not for nothing. I mean, just hypothetical, I should say. How burnable does the wood of this place look?
Oh my god!
Fuck?
Why are you asking?
What do you mean?
What do you need to know?
Did you commit the last time you were here, Sedge?
Make a perception check.
Okay. Aw,
Burnable is
that
this
wasn't a
tavern?
good roll.
Why
What's my
do you
perception
need
like?
to know?
Oh, that was only a 10.
Yeah,
Arsonate
I
such
mean,
a
it
thing.
probably looks about as burnable as any other building might be.
The thing is,
Interesting,
ships
interesting.
are pretty good about not burning.
Yeah, they're pretty
some of them.
waterlogged.
I guess it depends on like the wood because you can treat what. Okay, that's never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, I mean
My special interest.
that's what just Sedge sees. Whether or not it's actually very burnable, that remains to be seen. That's just what Sedge sees. I mean, there's also
Okay,
the fact
that was more of a. That was more of like a me the player question, but you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just need an.
You think it's
Sure.
about as burnable as any other wooden building? Who knows? But you can see that there are some caravans that look like are like hitched up here for the night. There are signs and notices for a lot of caravans advertising, you know, your the stuff in the caravans are safe here, sort of a thing. There are people coming in and out who appear to be you know, here for a good time. There's no one, like, you don't immediately get the vibes of anyone coming in here means any serious business.
Just throwing hands.
Yeah, it just seems to be a very comfortable, sort of like warm place. And as you step in, one of the first things that you notice, which is just a little bit odd for the Sword Coast in general, is that there are a lot of patrons here, and a fair bit of them are actually drow.
Ylith just like, oh my god, I'm not standing out. Ylith also immediately is like, am I gonna get racismed because I'm half drow?
Oh no.
I think you'll be fine, Ida.
Yeah, for all that
This is the
for all that I
One-Eyed
said that there
Jacks,
is some yeah, this is the One-Eyed Jacks. For all that there is
Okay.
a drow here, I think you would also see some other half drow.
Ylith's just like,
Go on, Ylith. Talk to them.
Oh god.
23. 23.
That's the most racist thing so far.
That grew up so
Ylith
fast.
just looks at Blossom like, ick fucking excuse me.
Sorry, was that rude? Was that a bad thing?
Yes, that would be like me seeing elves and going, Blossom, go talk to them.
Ironically, I think that Blossom would be okay with that.
I don't see how that's bad. I mean, I'm a very charismatic person.
Then you go
I
talk
feel-
to them.
All right, I'll go talk to them.
Oh my
Yeah, you
God.
can see you can see a couple of drow. There is some at the bar speaking with who looks like the barkeep, a young woman, with like short crop brown hair and like gray eyes. So it's very striking. But you do also notice that a lot of people here are like for sure foreigners. They're definitely not like from area immediately around Luskin, judging by their clothes, even by some of the accents you can hear.
Okay. Good evening. Me and my party are looking for a place to stay, and we heard raving reviews about this place.
Serena will look up as a barkeep, and barkeep's name is Serena. I'm reading off of this brain full. Yeah, this is fine. But she looks up and she goes, "Oh yes, of course. How many in your party?"
We are 5 and a pseudo dragon and 2 steeds.
Well, will you need accommodations for your steeds, I'm assuming? And this about a pseudo dragon?
Ignore the pseudo dragon comment. He fits in our bag.
Yes,
He's
the
also
steeds
not a
would also
pseudo-dragon.
be among-
The fairy dragon, I mean.
Fairy dragon, yeah.
Yes, we can do accommodations for your steeds. There's plenty out there. But how many rooms will you be looking for? One for
Saru,
each?
do you want your own room, or do you... At most, we'll be having 3. We might go down to 2. Depends on... And Nyliv is just looking between the 2 couple question marks and Holu.
I would like a room for myself.
3
please
rooms.
and thank you. Yeah.
3 rooms.
3
yes,
rooms.
Thank you.
You guys can sort out whatever the hell is going on here.
Clearly, it's gonna be Marcus and Sedge and me and Blossom.
Oh my god.
Yeah, absolutely.
Obviously.
Obviously.
Right, 3 rooms then. Fine. Pull up in pricing rooms. Hello, kitty. Yes, thank you. Want some butt scritches?
As she deserves.
It's a fairly comfortable place. Rooms will run you about 8 silver a night. You can split that up however you want between person, but for 3 rooms then for how many nights?
Just the
I
one.
think just the one. Yes.
Right, then that's just a simple 24 silver. And then we'll lodgings for your steeds will be a silver for the night. And then food and drink, of course, depends on what you get. Very nice. We have some nicer things if you are looking to splurge.
We'll
We are going to
definitely
be going
have to
somewhere
look at your menu.
cold.
2 people talked at once there, huh?
I mean, we're going somewhere cold, and it's gonna be a while before, back in any sort of civilization.
Oh,
I would like something hot.
well, certainly we can get you something warm. We have very nice stew. We have some like warming what is it? Some potatoes with some very nice warming spices on them. All sorts of travelers come in for that sort of thing. Where are you all going, if you don't mind me asking?
Some ways past here. Towards
Land
the
of
east.
Nunya.
What's the name of the
live-
town again? Because some ways past here it's just fucking winter. So
It's White Sparrow.
White Sparrow. But the
Yeah.
town.
This
but
might
the-
be
White
one of
Sparrow,
the towns of the Lord Alliance is further east, called Mirabar.
Oh.
Who's-
We
on
could
our way
just
to
let
White
her.
Sparrow.
We could just let her assume.
Oh, out Mirabar's way. Well, it is certainly going to be a colder journey, especially now that we're in the bulk of winter. So certainly I can get you something to keep yourselves warm.
that is
Thank
great.
you very much.
I was wondering, has Luskin had any problems with, the recent goblin presence?
And before she can really continue, like one of the other people at the bar speaks. Oh my god, they're so annoying, aren't they?
Yeah, we fought them on the road. It was...
Pain in the ass.
They're really... I'm going to kill you.
We somehow acquired an undead giant.
Oh
We killed that.
gods! Glad we didn't
Yeah,
encounter that.
um,
Emo must have gotten the short end of the luck stick.
A few of us did. Nearly.
More like
It
it
was
was
really
a
a
goblin's
pain.
unlucky day.
I mean, yeah, we killed it. So re-killed it, returned it to death. I don't know.
Ended
It's
it
no shipped
longer
it off
moved.
to the afterlife.
But yeah, I was just
Yeah,
wondering what kind of problems have the goblins been causing you all? Have they just been blocking the roads, asking for tolls, or have they been a little bit more extreme than that?
I mean, right now it's mostly just been harassing travelers for valuables. That's mostly it for gold, money, and valuables. And if you don't, they tend to get aggressive, as I guess you all found out. But
Mm.
We took care of some at the bridge toll, and one got away, and then summoned the fucking undead giant.
Yeah, tricky little fuckers. I mean, what is Luskin doing to address the issue? I mean, those in charge.
Oh, I mean, we mostly get a lot of Luskin gets a lot of their trade through the port. They aren't bothered by the goblins as much, mostly as travelers.
I see.
Oh, our captains are a little bit more concerned with their own business than
with
with
the
us.
seas. Makes sense. Mm.
And in all honesty, they've only somewhat recently become a problem. So I don't know if there's been enough attention garnered enough to generate a response.
Damn.
Always
That's
waits for our
That
understandable.
sucks.
Yeah, that does suck.
Anyway. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I don't say that.
That sucks.
Interesting.
Anyway.
The barkeep will speak up and go, well, thank you for taking care of Giant and the goblins from the sound of things. I was wondering why seeing fewer travelers than normal.
Definitely, yeah, they're asking for a high price for sure. I would have
Yeah,
just turned
asking
the
for
other way.
clothes, asking for trinkets.
Asking
Forget
to
it.
Clothes is kinda
unionize.
weird. Like I get the trinkets, but like the clothes is weird.
Valuable clothes such as silk, I imagine, are of interest to, at least for the
They were
shiny
also asking
aspect.
to unionize. It was the weirdest thing.
to which the people at the bar counter just sort of lean, like do one of those comedic things where it's one person looking at you and then it's the next person, and just sort of like a staggered effect of like they were asking
Wait,
for what?
Wait, what did you say, Arson? They were asking what?
To
To
unionize.
unionize. I was trying to convert them to unionize.
I think Kalu like snorts and like looks away and just like has to just pointedly look away from Isla, otherwise she would just start cackling.
Goblin highwaymen,
Again, not-
highwaymen wanting to unionize. Now I've seen everything.
I know, right? They spent a whole 15 minutes arguing about it.
Before they finally attacked us.
Well,
Isla's covering up their own, trying to convince them to unionize by making it their own fucking, like, the goblins want it.
I know.
Make a deception check.
How
Oh god.
how much was it for the 3 rooms and board for all of our mounts for one night? Because we
15,
each have
20
one.
Well,
right?
the Swifty,
Oh, that's right. We have our
Swifty
elks.
is magic. Swifty, not
Yeah.
So is
Swifty,
Porsche.
Swifty. Porsche's magic. Swifty is still a horse. Which do any of you give the warning that Swifty is a skeleton horse?
No.
No, no.
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 I feel like we're at the point that we just we're at the point
If
where
they
we just
haven't
We're
don't see it anymore.
desensitized.
If word hasn't gotten to them by now, they deserve to be surprised.
Someone in the corner's like, yeah, a bunch of fuckers came in with a dead horse and some
I thi-
deer. Like,
Oh, that's you guys.
I think, like, obviously the barkeep doesn't know about that just yet, but I think, as the thought sort of filters into your guys' mind, you start hearing, like, like people clearly getting startled outside.
Isla's
Oh,
just
shit,
gotten
Swifty.
desensitized to this. Oh,
Guys,
yeah, one of the horses is a
Swifty.
skeleton horse.
What about
Um,
Swifty?
to
he's
which,
dead.
to which the barkeep pauses and goes, "I'm sorry, one of your horses what?"
A skeleton horse.
I want to point out he's the only horse out of the group.
No,
Yeah, okay,
Porsche.
he's also our
That's not
only
true.
horse.
Porsche is a horse.
Porsche
Horse
is not a
war
horse.
crime.
Porsche is also magical. Porsche is also magical and doesn't necessarily need boarding. You can just summon Porsche.
Porsche is a war horse. What the fuck did you think he was?
Porsche is technically a
Hold on.
celestial. I'm gonna point out.
Hold on.
Um,
Semantic.
To which, the barkeep is like, give me a moment. And she steps around and like goes to the door where she sticks her head out and comes back and goes, "Okay, so I might ask for 2 silver for your what are those, deer?
Elk. Oh,
Okay, I might
the
ask
one
for 2 silver
with
for-
like
Uh-huh.
that's fair. So the one that kind of has like googly eyes, and like Hello will fish out like the special bridle. This needs to go on. He will eat rocks.
Oh yeah, the fucking dumbass
Right.
one.
This is
Yeah.
I'm just the barkeep. Give me a moment to get the stable hand.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Thanks.
To which she'll like disappear outside and she'll come in pulling a boy who looks about like 15. And is like, "You're gonna explain everything to him. He's generally good with horses. I caught him staring wide-eyed at your elks.
I caught him fucking.
No. So right, I will have to ask for about 2 silver for the elks. Does the skeleton horse need anything to eat? He looks like literally skin and bones, except the skin part.
No, but he finds enjoyment in the act. So if just a single apple would be great.
I hate you.
It's one of his favorites.
He just
Okay.
takes it and it rolls out of his mouth and he picks it up again.
Okay.
Hours of fun for the whole family.
All
Oh,
right.
and I should let you know the other one, my horse, Porsche. You don't need to do much. He's pretty intelligent. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Why don't you just put him away, Sedge?
Just
I would
No.
summon him.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
that
not
way
doing that to him.
you're about to take up a whole stall that someone else can use for their actual horse.
Listen, Porsche is a
Walking war
the
crap.
member of this party. The member of this
Porsche's been
party.
here
All right,
longer than
all
I
right,
have.
all right. If 3 rooms and 5 mounts of questionable origin,
Hey, their origins are not questionable.
Only for
Sorry.
2 of them.
will come out to I don't even know where you get riding elks from. We'll come out
Oh,
to
the
about
Feywild.
Don't worry about it. Don't-
Feywild.
all right. 34 silver, please, for the whole lot. If you are,
All
if
right,
I am
I'm-
also boarding this horse, not a horse, she gestures to Sedge. If you were also
No,
boarding
no,
that with
he's a
34
horse.
total. All right. At this point, I don't know. You have 3 elks and a skeleton horse. That horse could be a fiend in disguise, and I just buy it at this point.
Well, he's actually a celestial at this point.
Great,
But that's
even
that's the
better.
point.
At least didn't bring the.
I am
the,
going to pay.
little bloodline.
I am going to pay this poor woman, like 5 gold. That there is a tip to deal with. It covers everything, and also our bullshit.
And the damages that may
You,
occur.
you put the gold and she looks at it, looks at you, and you can see like the briefest, the like half second of protesting where she just before she just takes it, like sticks it in her bra effectively, and it goes, "Thank you for the tip, I appreciate it. Here are your room keys. If you need food, just let me
Thank
know.
Shut up real quick.
Enjoy
man.
your stay."
And again, Sedge, I hate to break it to you, but Porsche is not a horse. It's a spirit, okay, that just takes on the form of a horse.
Not this argument
don't care.
again, guys.
I don't care.
Please.
Porsche is a solid and dependable part of this party.
I
will
wasn't
not-
saying he isn't.
No,
I'm just
no,
putting it out there. He ain't a horse.
By saying he's just simply a spirit for me to summon and resummon as I please.
I
That
think
is-
that's an upgrade from
great
just
to
being a horse, okay? I'm just putting it out there. You keep calling him a horse, he's not a horse. He's a spirit that takes on the form of a horse.
Marcus, you're starting the whole Spork for Poon argument again with a different
It's
topic.
Fapoon.
I wonder how much
No,
No,
wine
hey,
I
hey,
need
hey,
to
we
drink
we
to
have a
trigger
professional
this
right here, okay?
conversation.
Who uses utensils every day right here in front of us. I turn to the barkeep. Okay,
Don't bring her into
you have a
Oh,
spoon, you have a fork.
no.
They combined, okay? What do you call it? A spork or a fapoon?
I will give
Who
you
are
a
you
platinum not
asking
to
this?
answer that question.
The barkeep, okay? This is a professional in the
fucking barkeep.
field of utensils. Come on.
I turn to the barkeep before
Don't
she answers,
bribe
and
them.
I'm like,
Don't bribe them. Don't bribe them.
I'm like, I will
Don't
give
give
you
him a whole-
$5 not to answer that question.
This poor woman.
She looks between you, looking back and forth, and she goes, "A whole platinum, you say?"
A whole platinum.
You can't just keep giving away platinum, Sedge. We're gonna run out of money.
We're
really
rich.
not.
We are rich.
What
You don't have to
happened?
shout it to the
sitting
whole
there,
world.
like- I was sitting there like, we were supposed to.
Hello has adopted like 1,000-yard stare.
She
like,
looks
I
back
would
at you,
totally
Marcus.
adopt
Join me
a 1,000 yard
upstairs.
stare.
She looks back at you, Mark, and she goes, "How badly do you want me to answer this question?"
I have 2
respect
platinum
the
here with your name on
businesswoman.
it.
Looks back at Sedge. Can you beat that?
Marcus,
5.
Jesus
Can
Christ.
we? Ilex just quickly. It's like, can we have the room keys while
Yeah,
they barter
she's
their
given
selves
she's
into
given
debt?
them she's given the room keys now, but she's looking at Sedge like, "Can you beat the 2% 2 platinum there?"
oh my
I'll
god.
give you 5.
Jesus. You know what? I'm
Ooh,
I'm not gonna go any further here. I don't want us to go broke over this question, okay?
No. You should guys keep going.
I look at the barkeep and I'm like, thank you, they deserve it. And I am going to take my room key and go upstairs.
I'm also gonna take mine and go
I'm like,
upstairs.
Blossom, do you want to share a room while these two fuckheads argue about a couple?
I would love to, Isla. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna take the other room key, and just lock the door and take the key with me for the third room.
No,
Wait,
no.
do I hear Ilef say this?
I think are you?
No, you guys are arguing
what's your
over about
passive?
Papoon.
What's your guys' passive?
Fuck. What's my passive? Fuck.
Who?
My passive is only a 12.
Let's
Marcus,
see.
what's
my
yours?
passive is also a 12.
No, you don't hear that. But the barkeep is like, "Whoo, 5 platinum, I'll take it."
I slap down 5 platinum. Well, I slide her 5 platinum.
She immediately, like, without you, like, you barely lift your hand away before it's disappeared into her hand and down her bra, where she's like, "Well, evening, gentlemen," and she walks into the kitchen, ignoring your question entirely.
Oh my god.
Man,
Sedge, I'm
she's made a
sure-
year's worth of profit in 5 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah,
she,
Sedge, I'm
she
sure you
made
feel
more
like
than
Mr.
a year's
Big-
worth of profit.
Yeah.
She made like 3
Yeah.
years of profits there.
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude. Sedge, I cannot believe you just did that. Do you know how much money that is, dude?
I know exactly how much money it is. I lived in Neverwinter in the slums for like 5 years, Marcus.
You know how many families you could have supported with that money, but instead you used it
Supporting
to...
somebody right. What do you think I'm gonna do after we finish with this whole business? Go
Love-
frolicking about in my field of cash?
Love that you walked into a pirate town and decided, "Yeah, I'm gonna pay this lady a platinum to not answer a question." She's like, "Okay."
5 whole platinum.
Fucking make bank, woman. Like,
Yeah.
Queen.
Listen, I killed a dragon for this. I get to spend my money.
Okay. You've made her very happy, Sedge. I'll just ask someone else. It's fine. Make yourself fucking broke, okay?
I'm going to my room.
It's
you don't have
locked.
the key. You don't have the key.
And I will be
Sedge
going to
doesn't know
mine.
That. Sedge doesn't know that.
Marcus does not know
Like,
that either.
fine.
Go.
You guys are probably like, "And we'll go to our rooms," and you look down expecting to, because you know everyone else left, and you're like, "Oh, they must
There's
have our
gotta be at least
keys."
one key left. Yeah.
Well, no, because it's Blossom, Ilith, and Halu,
Yeah.
all of whom are
Yeah.
in the 3 different bedrooms. So they're like, "Oh yeah, we'll go to our respective
No, I'm-
partners' rooms."
I'm with Ilif in their room, but I have locked the door to the room that Marcus and I were gonna take.
Oh yeah, so yeah,
And kept the key with me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's that they look down and the keys aren't there anymore, so they assume, oh,
They
they expect their respective partners to be in their rooms.
Nope.
Nope.
Do I at least know what my room number is or would be?
I think so, yeah. I think there probably would have been long enough for you guys to see the room number on the keys before you launched into your argument. And I think, like, following you up the stairs or shouts from people from downstairs be like, "Hey, how much will you pay me to not answer the question?"
Oh, fucked up.
Oh man. All right, yeah, Marcus probably goes up to his room and tries the door.
I did
Is
not
it-
mean to say it that loud.
Is it very much locked?
It's
Yes,
very much
yes.
locked.
Oh, all right. I knock on the door. Blossom. I'm done. I'm done downstairs. Sedge was an idiot and gave away 5 platinum. I just want to go in my room. Can you open the door,
Oh,
please?
trouble in
No
paradise.
answer.
It looks like.
I think you say that. I think you say that, and then you go to open the other door, and it's also locked.
Oh, looks like you're locked out too. But why don't you knock?
I knock. And I glare at Marcus. Fucking stupid ass.
Don't let him in.
Death.
Don't let him in.
Like shit
Don't
that I
answer.
fucking owe him.
This is me as a person saying, "Don't answer. Don't answer. Don't answer."
I think I'm just gonna lean over to Isla and be like, should we let them in?
No.
Okay.
All right.
You
Well,
don't get an
Sedge,
answer, Sedge.
you have
Curse at
fun.
Marcus and Celestial. This is your fault.
No, what if we have Halu in here too?
It's
You know what?
my
Yeah.
fault now.
I locked my I also
How-
locked my
How
door.
can it possibly might be my fault, Sedge? What are you even on?
This is all your fault.
What did I do, huh?
What happened, you done?
We're about
At
to
this
watch
point.
your friendship dissolve.
Uh-oh.
Listen, all I asked was a harmless question, right? But your
No,
pride had to dictate they got to
you-
give away a small fortune for that question not to be answered.
You insulted Porsche. This became
Oh
personal when
my
you
god,
insulted Porsche.
bro!
Oh my
I-
god.
I was just correcting, how they should be, seen. They're not a horse, they're a spirit. Okay, that's all I was saying.
Porsche is a dedicated member of this party.
I
who has
never
been
said
with
that
us
they're
through
not a part of the
thick and
party.
thin.
When did I say that?
You are
When did I
disgracing
say
him
that?
by saying he's simply a spirit.
When did I say that? Listen,
You know, I don't
I'd rather be a fucking spirit than a horse. Wouldn't you?
I don't have to take this from you.
Okay. Well, you know what? I don't either. You have fun in this hallway. I'm gonna be in my room. I lockpick the door.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Please
And
roll
an
an
actual
Wait, hold on,
arcane
hold on.
Please
Really
fail.
quick. Do you have proficiency in thieves' tools?
I believe so.
Do
I've
you
been
even
using them the whole
have thieves'
time.
tools?
Yeah, I do. I've been using them.
I don't
In your
remember a single time you lockpick a door.
Yeah, all the times
Yeah.
I've lockpicked doors.
Name a single time you've lockpicked a door, Justin.
I mean, when we were at that gnome place, anytime we run into a door we can't fucking open, I've lockpicked it.
We just break it.
No, I've opened locks before.
I don't remember a single time you've lockpicked a door.
All right,
This
now
is
I
me
don't.
genuinely,
I don't.
Justin,
Yeah, I don't
don't
appreciate
remember.
all you
saying-
gaslighting me.
No, I'm staying out of this conversation because my memory is very
Yeah, no,
fallible.
I'm saying
I
here,
think
like,
it's been
I
to be clear, your example of the gnome place was so long ago, Justin. I think it has genuinely been
That was like
very
2
long
years
time.
ago, my dude.
I think it's been a very
Mhm.
long time since you in character have lockpicked a door.
I
It
don't
was
think
that-
Ilith knows you can
It
lockpick a
was
door.
at the gnome place. It was also in those ruins with all the ghouls that we did before.
Ag-
It was that
again,
place too.
That was
Very long time ago.
That was Axholm.
All right, well, we
That
don't run
was
into a lot of
when
locked
Dylan
doors.
was first.
yeah, I think it has been like genuinely so long since you
Ilith has
lockpicked a
no
door.
idea you can lockpick a door. Ilith
That's
has
been
no
since
idea.
before Arson joined.
Yes.
Yeah, Ilith has no
Um,
clue you
That
can
was
lockpick
before
a door.
Shy left, I think.
That was
I'm just saying,
No Guard was before even Zelda got here.
Axel was
Yeah.
when Zelda was here.
Mm.
Nomengar was before.
But yeah,
I think
I have bought thief stools. I remember we talked about it in the
Oh, yeah.
past. Remember when I was talking to the shopkeep and I was like, "Hey, I want to learn how to, do locks and stuff." I didn't word it correctly. He's like, "Yeah, I could get you stuff to work locks with."
all right, that I do have a vague memory of. However, because it has been so long, I will ask you to make this dexterity check with disadvantage. Because you are not a thief, you do
Fuck.
not have proficiency in thieves' tools, and it has been that long.
Fine. I will. I
You
will
merely
use it-
tell the thieves where to break in.
I will use a charge on this, just so you know. All right,
I hope you get a 1.
for the sleight of hand check.
It would be very funny if you get a 1.
Me and my boys gonna mess you up. I rolled a 1. I rolled a 1.
Come on, baby.
Fuck.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. All right. All right. So with my proficiency added, that's I got a 14.
Fortunately, a 14 is not enough.
Ooh.
In a tavern that's made its reputation in being a safe place for foreigners and travelers. These are solid locks.
Having trouble there, Marcus?
God fucking damn it. Is there? Can I see a keyhole? Is there a keyhole?
Yeah, obviously there's a keyhole.
All right. When I look through the keyhole, can I see the other side?
Make a perception check.
Okay. I will do this perception check. Come on, baby.
This
Come on,
is so
please.
fucking funny.
19 on that perception check.
You look through. I think it's dark in there. So you can like just barely make out like the outline of like a bed.
All right, perfect. I missed you step in there then.
You misty step in. I think just because like it's dark and like you could barely see the outline of the bed, you like maybe stumble because you landed a little bit too close to the edge of it and like.
All right.
Take the corner of the bed to your
clearly
chin.
All right. I think Sedge does hear like some rumbling, stumbling from the other side. Marcus like hitting some furniture and stuff, but then the door opens. He pops his head out. He's like, "Yeah, see you later, bitch." And then he closes the door.
And Blossom is not in here.
I'm inside though. And Sedge is out, so I'll take it.
Did you relock the door? Can Sedge go inside?
Yeah, I've relocked the door. And I'm not gonna let him in here.
Oh my god.
Ylif looks at Halu and Blossom's like, should we let Sedge in now? Right?
Yeah, I think we should.
This feels like a con. This feels like the shenanigans that happens at a sleepover at a con.
Yeah, honestly,
yeah.
you know. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Should we act like we fell asleep?
It's been 3 minutes. They're not gonna buy that.
I can sleep.
I get up and I open the damn door. I'm going to my room. Actually, I feel like Halu. What time is it?
It's probably later in the evening. It's like 9, 10ish.
Oh, okay. If it was earlier, Halu would be like, I'm gonna take advantage of not being wanted and walk around a city. But since it's late at night, no one's gonna be open.
Well,
no one's gonna be
okay,
open.
but this is this. You say that, but this is a city of pirates.
You are
not an adult.
But yeah, you guys.
And you are not an adult.
You guys did arrive at
Hello can
Luskin.
eat adults.
You guys arrived
Yeah,
at
Halu
Luskin,
could pass as an adult.
around like sunset-ish, so like 6, 7ish. And it would have taken you some time to, ask around, find a place.
All right.
Yeah.
That's fine then. Hello will just go to her room. Passing. I just look at Sedge. I look between like Sedge and the door Marcus went into.
Sedge does not have the decency to even look a little bit embarrassed. He raises his chin and upturns his nose, and it's like he had what was coming to him.
Damn! Oh, I didn't even say shit, dude. Going immediately for my jugular. Fuck me, I guess.
In any case, thank you for opening the door, Halu. I appreciate it.
I just want to go to bed, honestly. I didn't do it for you.
That's also acceptable.
You two
I
are...
didn't really expect you to.
I love you both very much. You're both so obnoxious. And I give Sedge a gentle, little chop on the head.
How gentle is that? This is Halu.
It is gentle.
Halu
has been able
to
to
lesson.
From the time knocking the fuck out of Marcus with a nat 20 unarmed strike. No, it is gentle. Sedge takes no damage.
It's the equivalent of a nose boot, but on top of the head.
Yeah, you're both idiots.
Give Halu a little mocking punch on the arm in return.
You're both idiots. Good night.
Well,
I think Marcus, you can hear Halu's voice saying, "You're both obnoxious. You're both idiots."
Whatever.
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 Anyway, I go into the room where Ylith and Blossom are.
I actually
I think-
also want to go outside at some point because I want to buy something.
That
when
we
possible.
it is nighttime.
But
think
Red
Hello and
did bring up a
or,
good point about the pirate town. There should be places open.
What
I think Ylith
Helu
and
would be
Blossom started
looking
playing
for
a card game.
Yeah, what Helu would be looking for specifically, I don't think would be open this time of night.
Depends
I
on
mean,
the
what
thing,
are
I
you,
guess.
yeah, what are you looking for?
Helu was gonna find like a new journal, but like, okay, find like a new journal for writing specifically, but find like a sketchbook and like maybe some watercolor paint.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that would be easy enough to grab in the morning before you leave.
Mostly Helu would want to take the advantage of no one is actively hunting her in this city that she's aware of.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to just actually walk around and not have to hide her face.
I will say, you don't necessarily have to stay here just the one night. That's up to you all to decide.
Depends
But
if anything comes up, I guess.
yeah, so that you can walk in, you find Blossom and Ylith in the room.
I think we're playing a game of Go Fish.
I nod at the both of them. Before I go to Ylith and crouch down and hold his hand for a little bit and squeeze it.
Okay, hi.
Ooh.
Shut up, man. Get the fuck out of me. And I start taking off my armor. That's about it. And I'm like, after I finish doing, I'm like, can I join or
Yes, we can do
Me
you.
and Blossom?
Oh my god.
Ylith?
Wait, are we talking about cards or?
Are you talking
Yes,
about the cards?
I'm talking about cards.
Okay.
I'm talking about cards.
Okay.
I don't know
Yes,
what
we
you're
can-
talking about, but I'm talking about cards.
Yes, we can deal you in.
Shoot a look at Ylith.
I was like, yeah, sure, we'll play Go Fish times 3.
You can play Go Fish with more than 2 people.
Oh yeah.
I've never played Go Fish with more than 2 people.
What?
I have like 2
Interesting.
brothers and like my entire ass family. You make it work somehow.
Just go around in a circle. It's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's not.
And you
like,
lie
I'm
out
not,
of your
like, I'm
ass.
just disbelieving.
Yeah.
You just cheat a bunch. And yeah, I start playing Go Fish and cards with Ylith and Blossom.
You cheat at
I-
Go Fish is that when somebody asks you for a card, you say you don't have it, and then you wait long enough for them to think you just drew it.
Wow, I'm
Yeah.
autistic. I've never cheated at Go Fish in my life. I never even imagined cheating at Go Fish.
The power move is saying no, and then the next time it's your turn, you ask for
Then
that card
immediately
without
saying,
even drawing.
Oh,
yeah.
I've done that shit. I've been that bitch.
Then immediately.
I could not imagine cheating at Go Fish. I've never cheated at Go Fish.
Oh man.
And here we learn Arson is autistic.
But
Oh jeez.
Hint of the tism.
does Blossom eventually go back to her intended room?
I think she does. I think she also goes downstairs. Is this a tavern that has like magazines?
Are you
Gotta
looking
see
for
magazines.
Playboy? What?
What are you looking for? That's the question.
In a pirate tavern?
Pirate
had this
Playboy?
image in my head. No, I had this image in my head of Blossom like lounging on the bed reading a travel magazine when Marcus comes back in
Oh.
from shopping.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
there's
that's it.
There, you can go downstairs, and there might be some people who have like set aside essentially like a little traveler's guide to the Sword Coast. That that like if you ask for, they're like, yeah, take it. I read it 100 times.
Thank you so much. Do you want anything in exchange?
For some paper?
Nick.
No, just take it.
Thank you.
Meet
And
the
I'll put
library when people
a
don't have
copper
the
down.
exact change for books.
Yeah, for the library fee.
Yeah, this isn't even really like a book. It's like essentially
Oh,
like a
it's
little
is it just like
pamphlet.
It's like a pamphlet.
Yeah.
okay? Yeah, I'll just leave a copper for them then, and head upstairs and like start perusing it,
Yeah.
cross-referencing what I've experienced with what I haven't, and just kind of hang out until Marcus gets back from his shopping trip.
Yeah. Which, yeah, Marcus, you can, sometime before Blossom returns, head out onto the streets of Luskan.
And then I lock the door
man.
behind me when I
Oh
go in.
God.
Jesus.
Why are you like this?
Chaos
alright.
incarnate.
I just wanted to buy some alchemy bases. I already have in mind what I want. I just need to find a place to get them.
Uh-huh.
If there's anywhere open or anywhere in mine in the town that I could.
I think, yeah, there is the most public, like public and frequented place of the city, simply called the market, I think.
Oh, okay. That works. I could probably get little bits and pieces. Well, when you say the market, are there like stalls, or is it just like brick and mortar buildings that are stores?
I think
kind of
both.
centered around
There are definitely brick and mortar buildings, that are stores that have, that look like that have closed down for the night, but there are stalls that are open, and run. It's still busy despite the fact that it is late at night. And you see a lot of the people like running these stalls are of like drow-based descent who are more comfortable at night than they are in the day.
Interesting.
You
That's
do
really cool.
you do also see like here in the market there are these stalls, as well as the brick and mortar buildings. There is a building that looks to be fenced off, closed. But you can see beyond the fence there is like stockades. And there's like a person in the stocks, like, wrist limp, head lolling as he appears to have fallen asleep in the stocks.
No way, an actual fucking stock.
It happens. Sometimes you just get so exhausted.
Oh, is there a sign or something on there for what he did?
Nope. But there is like, I think you eventually see a sign as for the building, which is called the Prisoners Carnival.
Oh, this is okay. This is where it is. You know what? I'm kind of curious. I think I walk up to the guy in the stockade.
He's asleep. You just hear as he just snores.
I think I give him a quick little tap on the forehead with my finger. Hey,
What, huh? What are you waking me
Just
up
wondering
for,
what
man? It's the middle of the night.
I mean, what the hell are you doing out here in the middle of the night in stockade? What the fuck did you do? Just curious.
What the fuck do you think I did, dude? I pissed off the guards. Let me sleep.
I mean, how did you piss them off? You know, did you say something bad? Did you actually piss on them?
Why do you fucking care? Who are you, anyways?
I'm just a little bored, is all. Just wondering what you have to do
Oh,
around this
yeah.
town. Too.
Oh, okay. So
And
you're
if-
just like,
dude.
so
Alright,
you're
you know
just
what?
like
Hey,
every other like spectator
listen.
that comes here and comes to laugh at the
Let's-
person.
No.
on
I
display.
was genuinely curious. Okay, listen. Let's skip all the back and forth. How about I give you 5 silver and you just tell me? I'm just curious.
Does it look like I
Oh
can
my God.
hold on to it right now? I need silver
Damn,
to
is he
take.
like fucking butt naked?
Well, his wrists are in the stockade, so he can't move. Like he's on his
Oh.
knees with his head and wrists like locked into the stocks.
Ooh, okay.
So he's
Alright, well,
he's like, look, man,
Why'd you
any,
say it like that?
any silver you give me is gonna fucking. They're just gonna take it tomorrow morning, anyways. Fucking leave me alone. Do you know how hard it is to fall asleep like this?
I mean, I could bury it right here in the ground, right here, just like a little hole, and just tuck it away until you're out of there.
And he just
That way you can buy yourself a
and he
drink
like
after you get out of
gestures
that.
he gestures as best he can to some other people watching this exchange, and he goes, "Yeah, huh? Like that's gonna
Okay.
matter much?
Come on, man, just tell me what you did, and I'll leave. I'll leave you alone. You can get back to sleep.
Why do you care what I did?"
Listen, I don't think you understand. I haven't been to a lot of places where there's actual stockades. Okay, I didn't even think they fucking existed. So
Whoa,
it's
whoa!
just-
Look at me! I'm Mr. Big Shot, Big Money Man, who's never seen stockades.
Oh, jeez. I'm just curious, dude. I don't see why you got to make this so complicated.
Well,
Just tell
now
me
I'm
what
not
you did.
gonna
Was
tell
it-
you out of
was it
principle.
fucking weird? Is it embarrassing? Ah, man. That's no fun. Oh, listen. How about you tell me, and when you get out, listen, I'm staying right over there in the inn in the tavern. I'll get you a drink.
Are you gonna be here in a week?
Yes.
Make a deception check.
Okay. This...
But imagine we're back here
There is
exactly a
better-
week later.
Mm,
Right?
Yeah, we might, depending on how fast we get this done.
24, 15 plus 9.
Damn.
He looks at you and he seems to be deeply considering it.
It's like you said, I'm a big man. You can get the good stuff. I gotta get that gruel.
Wouldn't really call you a big man. You're kind of scrawny. Seen
Wow.
Mark?
I mean,
I've seen teenage
I'm-
girls more buff than you.
Hello?
Hello! You saw
I-
hello?
I know it might be deceiving. I'm in my winter clothes. I promise you, I'm very chiseled under this. Okay, that's besides the point. Okay,
That's
I'm-
what they all
I'm big.
say.
I'm big where it counts, and that is my coin purse, and that's how I know I can get you a
yeah,
treasure.
You're big where it counts. Like I haven't heard that before.
Do you want something to drink when you get out or not?
I can get something to drink on my own. Why don't you fuck up and just leave me to sleep, huh?
Get fucked, Marcus.
Really is fully Marcus hours.
You woke this man up who is like being made a public mockery of being stuck in the stocks. You woke him up from the sleep that is really hard for him to get to sleep. Yeah, he's mad.
Okay. I'll leave you be. And wait, shit, you're here for a week? That sucks, dude.
You tell me about it.
I hope you're able to get that drink somewhere. I think I move. Actually, I think I move over to the two people that are on the side. What did this guy do over here? He does not want to tell me.
Well, shrug and go, I don't really care. It's just funny.
But he didn't do anything?
We don't know if he did anything or not. It's just funny to watch this.
I'm talking to the
You
guards,
should-
right?
Oh no, these aren't guards. These are just like random people.
Oh, okay, all right. I thought that's what he was doing, his little pointing thing that he had.
No, he was
someone
gesturing
looking
to
at him
some
up.
people like just watching the exchange between you, and they're like, "Man, you're funny. You should do like stand up."
I don't quite have the face for it. You guys have a nice day. And then I probably ask him for directions for where I can find these bases or whatever.
Asking for directions where? Sorry.
Just where I can a store or storefront where I might be able to find the bases I'm looking for.
They point over to a stall where there's a drow woman running what looks like essentially a poisons or a
perfect.
basic alchemy stall.
Terrific. I will go to that person. Walk
She
on over.
yeah, she looks up and she goes, Were you the one talking with the prisoner over there?"
Yes, I was. I just was curious.
Yeah,
as to,
I
how I
got
ended up
snippets
in
of
that
there.
predicament. Do you happen to know?
Oh, no. I don't really care.
No.
Listen,
all right.
listen. There's someone in the stocks or out there on public display, um, every week or so. No one really
Wow, they
cares.
just rotate them around, huh? That really sucks. Well, I'll be sure to be out of here before I end up there. Hopefully. Fine.
And up there
Well,
tomorrow morning.
I'm just looking for a couple of things. And DM, what I'm looking for, and I think I already have the price more or less in mind. Let me see. Yeah, okay. I wanted 2 things of distilled alcohol, 2 things of regular alcohol, 2 things of calcium grease, and 1 thing of phosphorus. So that would be 250 GP overall.
Okay. Here. Yeah, you list it out and she digs through her supplies, sort of leaning down, like leaning behind and like digging through sort of the shelf area there, and she goes, "You're an alchemist?"
Yes. You should do it a lot more long term, but now I do it more as a hobby or the occasional necessity.
Ah, yeah. That's usually how it goes, unless you make it your whole business.
Oh, true, yeah.
It's hard to do on the road, I imagine, with the supplies.
Oh, yeah, definitely, especially since I can't get my hand on this stuff. But it's also a blessing since I tend to run into the occasional ingredient or two that I wouldn't be able to find anywhere else. So, but today I'm stocking up, so thank you for that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, 250 is fine.
Awesome. So I think I took that out. And Bones, I will be taking that out of the party funds because I'm be using this for some party things.
Okie dokie. Hold on. Let me. Current party funds. What was
imagine how funny-
250?
250, yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Imagine
Good
how funny it would be if Marcus came up short and ended up in the stocks.
That'd be hilarious.
What do you think? I'm gonna steal it if I come up short? It's gonna be like, oh, actually, you're 5 gold short. I'm gonna have to call the guards on you now. Sorry, you're too broke to be here.
I mean, with how they just seemingly throw people in the stockades.
Oh yeah, that's true.
What it says listed for, because I'm reading off the wiki, just because this is fun. The prisoner's Cardivan was Luskin's, in quotes, court of justice, although it's truly just a public spectacle of torture and execution.
Jesus.
It's a
Nice.
pirate town.
I kind of got that from the name Prisoners Carnival.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was like, that's a lovely name.
Okay, all right. And yeah, I will get that. And actually, one last thing. Tell me if this is an okay, Bones. But I like to think that Marcus kind of looks at what the things that Helu might like or the things they might be missing. I think he might pick up a journal for her as a
I
little
mean,
gift.
yeah, Helu has been writing a lot and has more or less gone through most of the pages at this point. Might be just a few pages shy of the end of this journal.
All right, yeah, I think he definitely would have noticed just how frequently Helu writes. So I think since he's in this little night market of sorts, he's going to find a place where we can pick up a journal for Helu as well.
Right.
Thank you.
I think a journal, a decent quality journal might run you like a gold.
All right, I do that, and I think on top of that, I also maybe there's a sort of apothecary stall. I probably get like a pressed flower to use as a bookmark kind of thing, something from the region, and add that to the journal as well.
Right. I'm also gonna amend my statement. Probably more like 5 silver for a journal. But yeah, you can grab a journal and a pressed flower, which will run you maybe like a copper or 2.
Yeah, I'll take that out of my funds. But yeah, that's everything. I'm pretty stocked up for a little while, hopefully.
All right.
All right, and I head back to the room. I probably try the door. Obviously, it's still locked. And I do knock, being like, "Hey, Blossom, are you back yet?"
1 second. Just get up and unlock the door.
All right, yeah.
You know,
come
you
inside.
Stark
instead fight like
naked?
an old married couple. No.
Wait, what was that? What was the question?
You and Isla fight like an old married couple.
I
Arson asked. You and Sedge, sorry. Arson asked if Blossom was stark naked.
What?
Yeah,
Not a
opens the
Vex'ahlia.
door, and I'm completely naked.
Wow. Okay. Nah.
No, she's not. You and Sedge fight like an old married couple.
We could just be a little stubborn sometimes. We get into our occasional arguments ever since we started, traveling on the road. So that's day one.
Oh, believe me, I know. He wouldn't take no for an answer when he asked about my heart.
Exactly. Well, it livens things up a little bit. I always love the occasional discussion with me and Sedge.
Discussion? You could have leveled a whole town if you kept going.
I think Sedge tends to take it a little bit more seriously than I do. I just like debating with him.
Sure.
I think what Marcus is saying, that he's taking out his kit and getting some stuff ready. What you reading?
Just a travel brochure, really.
Oh, where you going? Somewhere warmer.
To Mom's house.
Let's not go there. Please.
Kidding.
Okay. There's much nicer places we can go that are a lot warmer than this place. And a lot colder than my own home. So.
Damn.
I don't. Waterdeep looked interesting.
Waterdeep.
Very, very colorful. There's a coliseum there.
Yeah, I know a garden we can.
Apparently, they throw parades.
Yeah. From what Nick told me, you've been there before. So no,
Titania has been there before. I have not.
Sorry. Very true. Well, I can't wait to see what Blossom thinks of Waterdeep whenever we find ourselves there.
Me neither. What are you working on?
Just a little something. Well, a couple of things. I would keep your distance, since I'm going to be working with some volatile things tonight. Hopefully,
should I go bunk with Hello?
No, it's fine. It's fine. Should be quite all right. Yeah, and I think. What am I going to start on first tonight? Obviously, I got to start on the highest, most craziest thing. He starts putting in the distilled alcohol in one pitcher and some water in another, and I think he takes out one of the giant's toes, separates the nail from the toe, and kind of boils the whole toe within the pitcher with water, and crushes up the toenail in another. And
wonderful descriptions, dude. real making me regret. I say this joke, but really making me regret letting you do this.
Sorry. I can't just say, I put it in some water, now it's drinkable.
No, I get it. I get it. It very much provides a lot of fun detail. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna try 2 potions tonight. It's probably gonna be the same one because I have two toes, and hopefully I'm able to land one of them because this is a high DC. It's at 19 because it's a rare potion.
Okay, so this.
Would you like any assistance?
Oh no, quite all right. It's this is a bit of a touchy process, so can't have much distractions right now.
All right.
God knows you're distracting.
I was looking at the page with the thing, and then the page decided to break on me. Come on.
Damn.
Give me the page back, please.
You know what, like you just said, Justin, reminds me of the fucking TikTok audio where it's like You were like, I was almost late this morning. It's like you wouldn't be late if you were sleeping with me. But look at this,
Look at this
Jesus!
Jesus.
But look
Look
at
at the
that.
outfit I made.
Honestly, yeah.
Every
Oh.
single one of us was just. But look at this, Jesus!
Jesus.
I love that audio.
That audio is so fucking funny.
Okay. Crafting was performed over an uninterrupted 2-hour session. Interruptions to the
Mhm, so-
process result in automatic failure, and all ingredients are consumed, regardless of success or failure. Okay.
Yes.
So you spend 2 hours focusing on this, taking the time to, crush up the toenail, to add it at the correct speed, not too fast, not too slow, sort of a thing. This will be
Toenail crushing is an art.
a supplies modifier plus efficiency plus intelligence.
Yep. And it should be a rare potion, so my DC's at 19.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll a d20 plus 4.
Okay.
Good
Blossom
luck.
could give help.
No, she
This
cannot.
isn't something like people will help.
She is
for.
not trained. She's not trained in this process.
If could I watch it and be like, and maybe help on the second one he tries to make?
I don't know if you'd be able to learn enough to help with to help after
I
just
can't
one
have any
watching.
interruptions. These are some expensive ingredients. I at least want to make one of these. Come on, baby. Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. Oof. So the first one was a failure at 15.
Oof.
Oof.
I think Blossom's just pacing behind him, being very distracting.
No, it's just like leaning over him and it's like lightly
What are you doing
accidentally
now?
breathing
that?
on his neck.
What are you doing now? What
Is
is
that
that?
is that a toe?
Ew.
Disgusting, Marcus.
Oh, yep, there it goes.
Yep. And at the end, you're left with, I think, this like bluish gray sludge that you recognize is a failure, with not to be gross, pieces of toenail floating in there.
Ugh, yuck.
You're supposed to drink that.
Well, no, not this one. This one would make you gravely ill because it did not go through.
Oh, do you want my help on the next one?
You know what, my son and stars, you know what would be absolutely terrific? I have these papers here. Can you cut them up into little circles and I can use that to fill in some things later? This is Marcus's attempt of keeping Blossom busy.
Arts and crafts. It's fucking arts and crafts.
Sure. Did you use these in the last one, or were you missing them and that's why it went wrong?
Oh no, this is for another potion I'm working on next. My brain is just it's work, it's moving at a million miles a minute. If I just have this
you
done,
want to get a
and it's-
head start? Yes, of course,
Exactly,
I totally
exactly.
understand. Absolutely. Insight check.
The insight check. Marcus, make a deception check.
Okay.
I don't think I'm gonna beat his deception.
You have to roll
no.
like shit.
I rolled pretty low. Let me add my thing.
I rolled just above average for me.
For fun
16?
and funsies, I was gonna say for fun and funsies, you guys want to send me your things privately, but
Oh,
Too late.
Didn't hear
Listen,
it, so.
For the first time ever, you have caught Marcus lying because I rolled a 12.
Oh shit.
Marcus is trying to keep you busy and out of the way.
you know, if I'm really that awful at keeping you focused, maybe I should just
I was that tone
go
of
over
voice.
to. You know what? I may not know much, Marcus. No, okay.
Oh, geez.
That was a very dangerous start.
Yeah, that
Marcus,
was-
you haven't changed a bit. Slam door. No. You know what? Maybe I'll go cut these in Halu's room so I don't distract you.
No, please. I want you close. It's just what's the best way of putting it?
It's just what?
Charm her, charm her, charm her.
It's just what?
You have been
It's
the
just
biggest
what,
distraction.
Marcus?
You have been the biggest distraction in my life since the day I met you.
Oh.
Okay, but this is very important to me, and I want to get this done. I would love to spend time with you, but I need this, and then you have me for the rest of the night. Okay?
I guess I'll start my trance early then, so I'm prepared.
Yo!
Playing Smooth McGroove.
He's a smooth operator.
You've been hit by, you've been struck by a smooth criminal.
Blossom will go sit on the bed and start her trance.
Okay, I will start the person again.
Oh my god.
Are you gonna be able to focus with that fucking innuendo? Like,
I think that's a question for Blossom. Is Blossom going to be able to trance with that?
Should I roll for it?
Okay, why not? Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom?
Yeah.
12.
No. You were trying your best. There are images playing in the back of your mind.
I'm constantly like opening one eye and like side-eyeing Marcus on the other side of the room. Like, is he done yet? Is he done yet?
Is
he done yet?
It is a monumental effort of will, but you are able to keep yourself from distracting him further. Alright. Let's see here. You were what's the next one you're making?
Same one. I got one last tell, so I'm really
Alright.
shooting for home right now. I at least want to get one of these done.
Alright, go ahead and make that same check. D20 plus 4.
Alright, come on. Come on, buddy.
Are you rolling in a bottle? Or in a cup?
No. It's a dice roller thing.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, alright. I got a 20 that time. Not an ad 20, but a 16 plus 4. So
Alright,
20.
that'll do it. You're able to, I believe we're making a potion of giant strength?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. With that, over the course of 2 hours, now aware of like the previous failures, and you could, do the sort of immediate think back. Oh, that's where I went wrong. That's where I went wrong. You're able to, actually, approach this one with a bit more caution and a bit more precision. By the end of it, you have what you expect to see, which is, I think, that same sort of blue-gray color, but it's definitely not a slush this time. And the
Perfect,
ingredients are
okay.
integrated a bit more fully, and there's a faint glow to it of magic.
Nice. Okay. I am kind of wondering what is Arson, Bones, and Ike. What are your guys' strength scores for your respective characters?
mine's a 20.
19.
Okay.
17.
17. Okay. Okay. So I think
What
Give
does
it to
do?
Blossom for a buff sorcerer.
I mean,
That'd
right
be
now, Blossom is
crazy.
in fact the weakest of the party.
I'm thinking more
I have
of
a 9 strength.
I want to be
Yeah,
clear that
Oh, wow.
Marcus's current
Jesus.
strength is only due to the gloves. So he hasn't taken off. since
Yeah,
he
Very
got
true,
this.
very I'm making this more for a buff, pre-fight that I could give to a fighter. To
Yeah.
really give
Okay,
them an
but
edge,
the thing
so
is, unless it goes above 20,
it does.
I do not need it. Oh,
Oh.
Okay, so yeah, I think Marcus gets a big smile on his face because this is a very difficult potion to make, and he thought that he'd lost it, but he still somehow still has it. So he corks it up, writes up a little label, which I think I'm gonna give it to Helu. So he draws a little picture of Helu flexing and looking big.
Like those cartoon bumps on the arms for
Yeah.
giant muscles.
Exactly, and he puts it on the potion. Over and done with.
All right. Was there another potion you wanted to make?
Actually, yeah. I mean, if we have time, I don't want to take up too much time, but yeah, I'll try
I
it
think
out.
you have time for like one more
One more.
before
Uh,
his sorcerer gets tired of waiting.
all right, I will do
Well,
one
hold on
more.
for a second. She's still got to trance through the night.
Oh shit! He's
get
not
along
trancing
well.
anytime soon, though. Judging from the sound of things.
I mean, by the time he finishes, she might have to trance and can't help it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Might be
Either
too
way,
exhausted.
the potion.
I mean, by the time
Okay,
they're done,
thank
she'll
you.
definitely want to trance.
Thank you, Kitty.
I did buy some calcium grease. Let's see. Give me a sec. I think I have something in mind. All right, perfect. Okay, this might actually help us out in a jiffy. And what? This is uncommon. Perfect. Okay. Um, yeah. All right. I'm gonna try something else now. Marcus takes out the ingredients that he had on the side from the previous day's journey. He takes out the Losray blossom, those little lippy looking flowers, and also the blue leaf. He probably make sure to pick up the Losray blossom with a handkerchief or something like that. It is a little psychedelic. Before he drops it in its own pitcher with some calcium grease, and really, really gets like a deep purple dye that starts producing. And then with the blue leaf, he burns it over some water as well in order to extract some sap before he combines them together. And I think the DC for this one it's uncommon, so it's a 15 DC. And I'm trying to make some oil of levitation.
Ooh. Yeah, all right. Go ahead and roll the d20 plus 4.
Oh, all right. I got a nat 20 on that one.
Nice.
Nice.
Hello, my lady. Is there anything special for rolling a nat 20? Did I miss that at all, or nah?
Only for collecting ingredients, I believe.
Okay. So it's one of those, like, you failed your first one, but the second one, because it is such a hard potion, you're like, yeah, I fucking got this. It's coming back to you now. That you are able to make the potion without issue. Hi, kitty. Thank you, lady.
All right, great. So yeah, this is an oil of levitation. I think I know who I'm gonna give this one to. For this one, I draw on a
Paw,
picture
kitty.
of.
Sorry.
For this one, I draw on a picture of what looks like Sedge, like swimming in the air, like trying to touch the ground again, like he got forcibly levitated.
Yeah. Yeah, and you can see and hear the oil doesn't even, it's kind of sort of lava lampy, and that it doesn't even seem to stick to the bottom of the thing. And
All
again,
right,
that sort of
cool.
very faint glow of magic.
So this one's a lot more situational, guys. It says the oil can coat a single object with a surface of up to 10 square feet that weighs 500 pounds or less. Applying the oil takes 1 minute. The object rises 5 feet into the air and floats there for 10 minutes, and you're able to move around the object. So if we ever found something huge that's blocking our way or something like that, or we have to move something, yeah, it might come in handy. So I will tuck that away. Perfect. Yeah, that's my alchemy for the night.
All right.
Some hits and some misses.
Is there anything else anyone is doing this night before we call it the long rest?
I think by the time Marcus is done with potions, Blossom is actually like she did fall asleep, just waiting for him to finish up with potions.
Fell into a trance somewhere along the way.
Yeah, exactly.
I think Marcus just kind of tucks a blanket over. I don't know. Is Blossom like trancing, laying down on their back, or are they sitting up?
She is side sleeper.
Are they doing the Baldur's Gate trance, or
yeah, the Baldur's Gate trance.
She's. I think she's like. She is, like, kind of on the bed, but she's leaning up against the head of the bed. Just kind of like sitting in a trance position. I imagine Blossom sits when she trances. And she's just like leaning up against the head of the bed.
All right. This is a colder area. Even if Blossom's in a trance, Marcus wants to make sure she's okay, so he probably tucks a blanket in a as comfortable as a position you can on someone who's trancing. So kind of does a little burrito on Blossom with the blanket.
All right. You sort of tuck the trancing Blossom in, and can settle down to do whatever it is you want to do. Light reading.
I'll probably write
zoning
a letter.
out. Yeah. Or letter writing. You all gain the benefits of a long rest. For those who need it, you can go ahead and hit the long rest button.
Sweet.
Oh.
Rest time.
wake the next morning to the quiet, to sort of that almost peaceful sound of an inn waking up around you. Hear floorboards creaking as people move about, quiet voices as they walk past your door on downstairs.
They heard that last night too.
Well, maybe a little. They maybe heard a bit of louder version between you and Sedge.
You meet Sedge, yo.
Hey, yo. Where did this blanket come from?
Just making sure you don't end up getting a cold. Oh, here you go. By the way, I made something for you last night. Or I find it's best if you hold on to it just in case you end up in a tricky situation or a sticky situation. I mean, and he takes out the oil of levitation and gives it to Blossom.
What's this?
It should allow you to, if you coat it on something that's around 500 pounds or so, should lift it up for you for about 10 minutes. So,
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh my god.
I mean, I don't know if there was a boulder in
What
front
are
of
you
or
saying,
something.
Marcus?
What am I saying? I'm confused too.
It's fun. No, I'm kidding.
Oh
Oh my god. Toxic.
You Ben knew she'd been toxic. Come on.
Doesn't mean we can't judge her for it.
I'm saying that I'm leaving the very important job that, if we were ever in a situation where the need arises and we needed to use this, I would call on your judgment to use it.
And the strong people are unconscious.
Exactly.
Not there.
Thank you, Marcus. I'm glad you trusted me with this. And I almost
course.
drop it. It's like, I've got it. It's fine. I have it. I
You're the
shake
most
it and it almost
reliable
drops.
It's
Oh,
lighter.
you know
It's
that's a
lighter than
bullshit
you.
lie.
It's lighter than you expect it to be. So it's one of those like, you keep expecting it to have like the weight of like a vial full of liquid, but it's so much lighter.
Huh. And just kind of like, I spend like a minute shaking it around trying to get a feel for it, just freaking Marcus out. It's like, it's like, okay, now be careful with that. No, come on. It's very valuable. I maybe wouldn't shake it around like that.
Please don't do that. I don't want you floating up into the sky, please.
And then going squish.
What's it called? A potion of levitation?
Oil of levitation.
Oil.
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 The rest of you can stumble out of your rooms early in the morning.
I see Marcus, and I'm like, good morning, Marcus. How'd you sleep?
Oh, I slept terrific.
Oh, that's always good to hear.
How did you sleep?
Oh, I slept fine. Read I lit some poetry. The works. Did the morning calisthenics.
The morning? I'm not sure which one of those things was supposed to be an innuendo, but
Neither.
well, but yeah, I had a nice night. Very productive. Did Isla finally let you into the room? I'm guessing, yeah.
Almost immediately after you went into your room.
Oh, really? I thought it was Hello that let you inside, but all right, whatever.
Hello? It was the three of them, I'm sure.
I went to my room.
Interesting.
I'm
gonna go get some breakfast. Have you seen Hello?
right
she's-
here.
Oh,
She's
there you
coming out of her room right now.
I wonder what paying attention does.
And for his part, I think Oscar, like, pops his head out of like Helu, the cloak's hood, and then flies over to nestle into Blossom's hair. Sorry for. I know I wasn't in there when you went to bed. I didn't want to be in the room with Blossom and Marcus for too long. So I maybe popped over to your room to sleep.
Yeah.
Oscar, nothing happened.
Well, I didn't know that. It seemed like maybe this was not the time for an audience.
Yeah.
Oscar, have you ever heard the term teasing?
In
You're
what
being
context,
accused?
Blossom?
Oh, I think you know the context, Ylif.
I hate you and everything you stand for. I will steal those riddles from you and burn them in front of you.
They're not riddles, they're jokes. And I've
Terrible
already
ones.
memorized all of them.
That was fast.
Saying
No,
one
you
right now.
haven't.
But
Yeah,
could you grace us with a joke this morning, my love?
Oh my god.
Knock knock.
Well, who's there?
Who's there?
Snow.
know who.
Yeah, who's the snow guy?
Why are you crying about snow, Helu? It's fun.
I punch Blossom.
Oh, damn!
Damn, whoa, whoa.
Like I punch your shoulder light jokingly. I just saying punch Blossom is a much more funny statement than I punch Blossom's
I'm
shoulders
sorry.
jokingly.
I just imagine you soccer
Snow who?
punching you.
Yes,
And now
like
you're crying about
boo-hoo,
it?
but snow who?
Oh!
Why are you crying about snow?
Wait!
That's terrible.
sucked.
Boo! Get better
Why are you
material.
crying about snow? Gets a broken nose immediately.
I think, I think you hear Oscar laughing really hard, losing it.
Thank you, Oscar. He knows true comedy when he hears it.
No, no. I'm
He
going
just
to
doesn't
getting
have any
breakfast.
standards.
It's true, I don't.
Anyways, little
I look
thief,
hello.
it's fine.
I didn't take anything. I stayed away from macadamia nuts last night.
That is just your nickname. You're stuck with it forever.
Okay, I can live with that. That is a funny nickname.
Good, good. Glad we're in agreement. Yeah, the only other safe place would have been Side Eyes, Sedge and Ylif, and they weren't very safe either.
Excuse me?
Hey, put that side eye away.
Oscar's
Have
like,
no idea. What are you implying?
Oscar
Luke.
speaks up and is like, I get what Helu is saying. It's that there are private moments that don't need an audience, and then there are private moments that really is just should be the two people.
That's a nice way of putting it, Oscar.
Some are more
I live is wondering if they can say what they're thinking out loud, or if that should be an inside thought.
I'm deciding to keep it an inside thought. Do you
Ylif is
want it to
struggling.
become an
I want-
outside thought?
I want food. Let's go get food.
Me too.
Yeah,
Brace
That's
ya.
a great idea.
He zips off of her shoulder.
Leaves a cloud trail.
I feel like Helu is starting to walk towards the stairs and then does the brace ya and just fucking leaps down "Wah!"
Yeah, it's there's not even a second of hesitation. You say Racia and it's Oscar is
It's
just
on.
he's like a little rainbow blur.
It is on like Donkey Kong.
I turn to
Ylif.
Ylif and I smile at him and take his hand and I'm like, breakfast?
yeah, sure.
Gay. No, just kidding.
Hello from downtown.
Gay.
Yay!
Gay.
Oh my god,
Not
he
that
fucking
gay.
gay.
Yeah.
Burrow.
We go to breakfast.
Yeah.
We go to breakfast.
Yeah, you go to breakfast. The barkeep Serena is there, and she can serve you some breakfast. We'll offer some mulled cider, as a way of helping you warm up first thing in the morning. Along with very simple breakfast, some bread and butter. Whatever people She's got a variety of options. It's not the fanciest, but it is comfort food.
That is fine by me.
Oh yeah, fine by me. All right, I think
Yeah.
Marcus, sometime during the breakfast, he would take a moment to, or he would intentionally sit next to Hello, so he can give Hello the things he made and got last night. First, he probably takes out the big glowing blue bottle.
What's that?
It's
Don't
for
talk with
you,
your
Hello.
mouth full, hello.
Fuck you, you're not my mom.
It's something I made for you, Hello, from these little bits and pieces from that giant to make it. So it's not the best going down, but you're gonna be feeling great.
Excuse me?
Do I have to drink it right now?
No, you don't. Only drink it when the need arises. It should make you stronger for an hour. So if you ever need that extra boost, there you go. And Bones, don't worry about that. Vitamins and whatnot. And Bones, so you can mark it down. This would raise your strength to 23 when you drink it for an hour.
Holy shit.
It is, I believe, a potion that should be in D&D Beyond. Potion of giant strength.
Now, there's a lot of potions of
Frost
giant strength. Frost giant, okay.
Yeah, with the ingredients, with the recipe I used, it's marked at 23 strength. So just so you know, when you're looking around for a potion or whatever. And I noticed you've been quite a writer lately. So while I was in the market, I ran into this little piece here. Who knows when's the next time we're actually going to be in a town for you to buy another one. So he gives Hello the journal with the pressed flower kind of popping on top.
Thank you, Marcus. Yeah, I only had like a few pages left. I was gonna get something today before we left. I really appreciate that.
Oh yeah, no problem.
I think like Hello takes the time to like admire the flower and then like is like feeling sort of the texture of the pages and is really enjoying that before stowing it in her bag.
All right, great. I'm not sure what the look of the journal would be. I'll let you decide on that, Bones. If you have something in mind.
I don't right now, but I will think on it. Book.
I think Marcus does go to like the bar for a second too, and while he's like getting a drink or whatever, he takes out like his little pouch of like trail mix or nuts or whatever, and he shakes it about to get Oscar's attention to kind of be like, "Hey, come over here."
I think Oscar was at the table, probably had like a little bowl of fruit, so I have to make this joke because it's extremely funny. You know Bruce the bird and his berry eating dome?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
It's the little bird that has like a little plastic dome over him as he eats berries because it looks like a fucking murder scene.
Yeah.
Vaguely remember this.
I'll get a picture of it. But basically, I think Oscar has been given some like berries, and so his claws and his mouth are like stained red, as it looks like as he just truly did not care. But you shake the bag of nuts and you see his head like pop up, and then he gets like a little bit of a wary look, but still like flies over. You can see Serena is like trying really hard not to like lose her shit over this tiny adorable fairy dragon.
lose your shit like in the it's so cute kind of way.
Yeah, in the it's
kind fruit everywhere.
And the
Serena, this is Oscar.
She goes, Oscar, it's very nice to make your acquaintance. He looks up and goes, it's nice to make your acquaintance too.
What do you want, Marcus?
I give Oscar his nuts firstly.
He takes them and he starts munching them, like giving you a wary side eye. He's like, I know when I'm being paid.
Hey, I just
I would
needed to
hope
get
so.
your attention first. We're just having a conversation here. Listen, I have a little job for you after you're done with your breakfast. If you're up for it, that is.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Marcus takes out the letter that he was writing the other night while waiting for Blossom to wake up from her trance and passes it along to Oscar. Yeah, I just need you to deliver that to the person on the letter. And once you do, let them know that you will be back in a week to collect a response.
Oh my god, is this the fucking dude?
He like you hand him the letter and he starts to reach for it, he pauses and like looks around, and Serena like hands him a little like a little towel, and he takes and he quickly like wipes himself off, and he like just sort of does the best impression of a fairy dragon like straightening, and he goes, and he becomes very professional, and he's like takes it, it's huge in his little hands as he looks over the name, and he goes, okay. I can do this. I'll be back in a week to collect a response, you said?
Yeah, you let the person know verbally that you'll be back in a week to collect a response. So just come right back to us after you deliver.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I figured that. All right. I will be back probably in an hour. It'll take me some time to find him because I've never met this person. Just going off a
Of
name.
course.
But I'll be back in about an hour. And he takes off, hovers in the moment with the letter in his hand before he does a little flip and disappears, to which Serena, like fully, who was cleaning a glass, just fully stops and stares at where he went, and she's just like, what an incredible little creature.
I know he's.
I look from the
sweetest,
table,
isn't
shouts,
he?
if anything happens to him, we burn down at the town he's been captured in.
I'd be fine.
Speak for yourself.
So if Oscar gets kidnapped, we're not burning down his captor's abode?
No, we are.
I still have a score to settle with him. He has stolen
Okay, but if he's
a
captured,
lot of my
you can't
macadamia
settle
nuts.
you can't settle the score if he's dead.
Very true.
And you can
I
get
can.
more macadamia nuts. Hello.
It's the principle of the matter.
Yeah, but if he's captured,
I can recoup my losses. I don't have to worry about a thief.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing could bite my ass.
I'm gonna name a dog named Sharing. I hope you know this now.
Ugh, dogs.
Too funny. Well, I was thinking once we finish up our breakfast, we should stop by that old prisoners carnival place. Let them know what we found.
Oh, yeah. I was actually gonna do just a quick shopping thing if you guys don't need me.
I mean, I could always go by myself. Anybody's free to come with me if they want.
Well, I'm not terribly interested in talking to people.
I'll come with you,
Understandable.
Baloo, just so we're paired up.
Okay. No problem.
Okay.
Pirate Town, I trust your abilities. Like, not get kidnapped.
I trust
But I also
trust
don't-
your abilities. I don't trust everyone else.
Yeah.
Well, then shouldn't you stay with everyone else?
No,
I don't trust everyone else in the town.
Oh. That was me not getting what you were saying.
And Ylif really doesn't want to socialize either this morning.
That's cool. All right. Marcus probably just finishes up his breakfast and starts heading over there, I guess.
Yeah.
Whenever.
So, out of curiosity, who all is going with Marcus?
Nope.
Is no one going with Marcus?
I'll go with Marcus. Why not?
Oh, this is gonna be so funny.
Hey,
I think
actually,
Moss knows what I'm thinking.
Going
I think
to stay with
Blossom just sees-
Ylif if they were okay with that.
I mean, they're not against it.
I don't think
Oh.
Blossom fully knows where Marcus is going. She's like,
she sees him waiting for someone to join him. She's like, "All right, I'll join you. Don't look like a sad puppy dog."
I love the one thing that can make Sedge forget about the life debt.
Ah.
Cute walk in the city with partner.
Listen, he doesn't think that Marcus is going to get into trouble like that. Like,
I know.
they're not.
It's just
not
extremely funny to me.
Neverwinter.
It's just extremely funny to me.
And we're witnessing growth, you guys. They're letting go.
Sedge is about to become an oath
Kids.
breaker. Yay!
Oh no, that's
yet,
gonna
anyway.
happen if something else happens.
That would be fucking
Like
interesting.
what?
Holy shit.
Don't worry about it. I have Sedge knowledge. Don't worry about it.
Anyways,
Well, my love, I'm so happy you decided to come along. I have just a little side quest for you.
Why am I suddenly very suspicious of you?
Listen, it's nothing too crazy here, okay? Have you ever, I mean, from your, your limited travels, have you ever seen a stockade before?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Marcus, I'm going to give it to you straight. Before I
Please.
met you all, I was living with Falcon in his lodge. So what you have seen, I have seen.
Okay.
So no, I have not seen a real stockade.
Didn't want to assume. I ran into a gentleman yesterday who was stuck in a stockade, basically. And he wouldn't tell me
Alright.
why he was in there.
A very strong way to put it.
Yeah, he's in prison in the stock. Well, and let me ask, stupid question here, but do you know what a stockade is?
I understand the concept, yes.
Okay, all right. I wasn't sure if it was a thing in the Feywild, you know what I mean?
I imagine it would be.
Yeah, I don't know. I always imagined the Fae being a little bit more creative with their punishments. Like, you get stuck in a glass jar and a fucking jello. I don't know. Who knows?
I have this hazy memory of a gentleman stuck in a stockade, but where his wrist should be, his ankles were.
Ooh. See, now
Huh?
that's
That sounds more kinky.
that
than-
sounds uncomfortable.
What?
I guess I got the point across. I don't know. I don't want to know what that man did to end up in that position.
I don't remember. But that's not surprising, is it?
Yeah. Oof. Yeesh. Basically, he wouldn't tell me why he was in there yesterday. Maybe you have better luck getting it from him.
Did you offer him money?
I did. The thing is, he made a very good point. Where the hell is he going to keep it? So he wasn't quite interested.
Up his ass, maybe.
Up your
I
butt.
I would have to volunteer to do it for him. And I did not want that information that bad.
I don't know, you were out for a long while.
No. I'm not. I wasn't that interested. I'm just saying maybe you would have better luck than me. It's just a matter of genuine curiosity. That's all.
Are you admitting that I might be more charming than you?
I'm admitting that. What's the best way of putting it? I don't know if I quite have the charm for drunken men who get stuck in stockades, but you might.
I don't know if that's a compliment.
So
or not.
wrong. I don't know either.
This is so weird.
Mm.
I'm just saying he's a tough crowd. That's not
All
not
right.
my primary reason for going there, but now that you're with me, it just crossed my mind.
Well, what is your primary reason for going there?
Just to pass along the information about the goblins. Try to do my good deed for the day. Now that we somewhat know where their base of operations might be in terms of structure, if we pass it along to the appropriate authorities, maybe they can do something with it. If and when this becomes a big enough problem for them.
Sounds very responsible.
Why, thank you. I'm glad you said that. I think I'm doing very well.
Sure, and I link arms with him.
As we're moving along, I do, DM, want to try one last scrying, now that it's the next day.
All right. Yep. Let me go ahead and make that roll for the dude.
Come on, give it that last bit of information, baby. Come on.
This time, as you're walking along, you put that hand in front of your eye and focus. And for the moment, your vision is transported. I think. Let's see here. I think what you see this time, is you did fail to save. That the goblin is at a bigger camp than what you had seen before. There are a couple of more around. This time. Like at a fire. He's looking a little bruised and battered, more so than last time you saw him. Sadly munching away at I think a piece of food.
Okay.
And there are, I think, some other goblins, seemingly just laughing. And it takes a moment for you to realize that they look like to be laughing at him.
Ooh. Wonder what they're laughing at him about.
We are not adopting a goblin.
Boblin, come with us.
No.
No.
I mean, what is he eating?
Some kind of bird wing.
Okay.
We're not adopting a goblin.
We have yet to see. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves here.
We are not.
Said we'll kill that goblin before Marcus will even suggest it.
All right, I'll look around just to get as much as I can.
I live on site.
Are you saying this is just a regular camp?
Well, as best you look around, go ahead and make a perception check. Because like the scrying is focused on the goblin, not on the area.
No, of course. Let's see. 17.
17? Yeah, the area immediately around the goblin is most in focus, and you do your best to pick out the details from around you. And I think it's what you can see appears to be the camp appears to be spread out across what looks like maybe a bridge of some kind. And you can see somewhere in the middle of this bridge is what looks like a sort of fortress structure, castle of some kind. The details are fuzzy because, again, that's not what's in focus. He's a little ways down the bridge. Yeah, I think that's a bit what you're seeing. I think on one side, though, of the bridge, strangely enough, is a wide expanse of like a blue-white sort of color, and the other side appears a bit more thin. Sort of a fall off. You can see farther down below, sort of the distant blur of tree tops.
All right. Are they in a snowy area?
Yeah, it looks to be fairly snowy.
Okay. Good to know. All right. From this, we also know they're a day's travel away or less. Since we did do this yesterday, right? So
keep in mind, I
okay,
believe,
good.
yeah, you weren't able to scry on him yesterday. I think you didn't scry until I think the day after the giant attack.
True. Huh, okay. So, from what you're telling me, what would be, if I had to piece it together in terms of travel time, what would be the best estimation there?
Well, they would have. Obviously, you don't know where it is. So you can't make you can't really make too terribly accurate of an estimation whether or not they took a more roundabout way, correct way. But I think your best guess would be somewhere in the vicinity of a day or two. Closer probably to 2 days.
Good. Okay. And what does the condition of the fortress look? Does it look pretty decrepit, or it's looking?
Yeah, in parts it looks somewhat worn. It's not falling apart, but it definitely has seen wear of ages, wear of the years. But it otherwise looks like pretty solid, sturdy construction.
Gotcha. Okay. Good to know. And can I tell at all what they're laughing about in terms of him? I mean,
I don't think so.
no. All right.
I think they're talking in goblins. Can't understand exactly what's being. Obviously, can't understand what's being said. But they're definitely laughing at him for something, and you can see that he, like, if someone gets too close, he pretty much kind of just snaps at them, like straight up, as if he's gonna like bite them if he gets too close.
Damn. Bro is not playing. Man, I wish I cast comprehend languages before I did this. Now I know. Now I know for next time. That's what I got to do.
Is comprehend
yeah.
languages concentration?
I just checked. It says no.
Okay.
Let me double check again now. Casting. Yeah, no. It just lasts for an hour after you cast it.
Okay.
All right, but yeah, now I know for next time. All right, yeah, I get as much as I can from that. Now that we got a bit of a confirmation, maybe a guesstimation of time, and I drop the scrying.
Yeah, you drop the scrying, returning to the busy streets of Luskin. Enter the market, and you can see, again, Prisoners' Carnival there. The building, there's stockades. In the light now, you can see there's also an execution block, akin to.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
where.
yeah,
Like I said, it's a public spectacle of tortures and executions. The person in the stockade appears to be more tame of what you might see. Chutney, get out of here. Can you call your cat?
Baby. Stinky baby.
I pulled out a toy and she came running and Chai ran away. Because Chutney decided it's my turn to play.
She's not coming around.
Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, you enter the market and you can see that. And yeah, the guy is there, just sort of looking kind of bored and into the distance as people come by and sort of point and laugh.
Is this him?
Yeah, that's him. That's the guy. Well, did you want to give it a try, or should we head inside?
I mean, would it hurt to ask?
I mean, he seemed pretty pissed off yesterday, so yes, maybe. But grand scheme of things, not so much. I mean, it's a lot less than what everybody else is doing. And he points at the people pointing and laughing.
I think I'll just give the man in the stockade a sweet smile and a little wave and go and start going inside with Marcos.
Okay.
Try to lay some groundwork for later.
Oh my
I think,
god.
What?
I'm trying to think here what his response would be. For the hell of it, make me a persuasion check.
Hell yeah. Riz him up.
Persuasion? 17 plus 8, 25.
Dang, okay.
I think like
A
he
real
kind of
slug.
you're an Eladrin, which is unusual in these parts. So like you give him a wave and you see the movement sort of catches his eye. He looks over, blinks and sort of takes you in on arm in arm with Marcus. Which there's a moment as he registers who you're with, and then like returns your smile and wave with a wink of his own.
She winks back.
Yeah, and you can go inside.
Stockade's man is like, I still got it.
Like doing his best with his restrained wrist to like slick his hair back.
That's crazy.
The man got the riz.
He's trying.
Yo,
I
Hey,
gotta
yo,
give him
Blossom
that.
got the riz. What you talking about, this man?
Right.
Sorry,
This man
sorry,
ain't got
Majestic.
shit.
Pretty girls, smiles
Blossom
and
does
waves,
have the
even though
riz.
you're in the stockades. take what you can get.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Little wins, little wins.
But I'm
Yeah.
gonna really quickly flip over to everyone else. As Hello.
Okay. I mean, my thing is not that exciting, so we don't entirely need to roleplay it out.
But you're also, but I don't know if Arson or Ike wanna do anything.
That is true.
Like,
That's true. My apologies.
because you're not the only one there, and so it could be someone starts some roleplay. But it is up to you all. Otherwise, you're I think you probably leave at separate times, but you also sort of find your way to the market. Just on like another entrance, so you guys like miss each other essentially. But you can step in, and there is where would you there's like a general store that you could. There is for a bookstore, smaller in style.
I think Helu would actually try the bookstore first. Hell, maybe she'll even pick out a book. I don't know. But like go in, and like find the proprietor. Excuse me.
I think you see like kind of a crazy haired individual like pop out from behind the desk. Yes?
Hi.
Oh, hi. Oh, you're not. You're new. You're travelers. Hello. Yes, welcome to the bookstore. How can I help you?
Do you have like blank sort of sketch-ish book?
Sketchbooks. Yes, I think I have some. Give me a moment. And they're a little bit frantic with energy. Maybe one too many cups of coffee.
Couldn't be Helu.
She goes, as they're like, wait, here, just a moment, and then they're gone off somewhere.
Okay. What sort of books are in immediate eyesight?
I think there's like books of all kinds. Probably first up, like an immediate thing here, are probably books related to sort of nautical stuff. There's basic information regarding ship and ship types. And all that, like the different classifications and stuff. I think there is essentially a guide to Luskan, the city. But I also think there's probably more like fiction-based stories centered around pirates and sailors of kind. Yeah, I think there's some of those, and definitely some maybe some like biographies of the high captains. Like obviously the ones that might be of most interest are closest to the front, and it's a little further back that you get into some that are a bit obviously further afield. There's some from Mirabar, some like bearing marks from Neverwinter, and then they become sort of a hodgepodge collection of almost anything you could imagine.
Yeah, well, the proprietor is looking. I think Helu, just like out of curiosity, does pick up a book on like sailing stuff because she's never been on like a boat ship. That seems cool.
Yeah.
And I think Helu will like Russian roulette it more or less, and just like not look at titles, but just look at if like find eye-catching covers and just grab them.
They're definitely,
which might be a little dangerous.
There are definitely a lot of eye-catching covers. Some of them I think are like really, really dry, just information book that are trying anything to make themselves more interesting than they actually are. Some of them are like legit fun, maybe potentially more geared more towards kids, so they're bright colors and simple pictures, but that are still fun to look at. And then I think maybe one of them ends up being like a romance novel, like a pirate romance novel. Nothing spicy, but definitely one of those perhaps little cheesy, sappy pirate romance stories. I think Scatterbout, there are books that might have actually been of interest to Lou. Oh. You're muted, Moss. No, I cannot.
Bones? Hello?
I think something goofed with their thing. I can't hear you, Moss.
Oh no. Bones, no! We lost Hello! Who will take now?
Me?
Something's been goofy with their like headphones or computer or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for the last couple of days, right? It was like this the other day.
Discord shut itself?
Ripperoni.
Back. Try disconnecting from the internet.
Phone
Leave it for
Discord.
like 10 seconds, and then reconnecting. Yeah. Yeah. It says you're on your phone. Yeah. Don't give them a minute while they're doing the thing. While that's happening, Sedge and Iliff, are you guys looking for anything in the bookstore?
I'm looking for cool, and by cool, I mean not bone dry, boring history books.
Yeah, alright. Still can't hear you, Moss. Yeah, I think you can pick out, there's definitely ones that I think that are like history of the Sword Coast, maybe...
Yeah, because I don't really know a lot about the Sword Coast.
Yeah. There is,
If you're reading that, Sedge is like peeking over your shoulders like, no, that's completely wrong. That didn't happen like that.
They get history books. They get different history books so them and Sedge can just rant at fucking the history books. And then I think Iliff for shits and giggles gets one that's definitely boasting like the truth about the Feywild, if there's something like that.
Oh yeah, I think there's one that's like the complete guide to the Feywild, and underneath it it's probably like by Volo, so you know that it is.
Well, Iliff doesn't know, but Iliff is reading this. It's like Iliff will now hunt down this Volo.
I think it's.
They're all lizard people.
I imagine that probably what happens is that Iliff pulls off this book, and in like big gold filigree letters, not big, but gold filigree letters, Volo is at the bottom, to which Sedge, you can see
No,
that.
it's bigger than the title.
No, I don't. It's definitely more
Volo.
showy. It's definitely more showy than the title, but it is not bigger than the title.
Okay.
I think though.
What's the book called again? I forgot.
It's like essentially like the complete everything you need to know about the Feywild.
Yeah, no.
And well, I think it's Sedge can see out of the corner of his eye is the little like gold filigreed Volo, and instantly you've met Volo in Baldur's Gate 3, right?
Yes. This is the same Volo?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh my god.
This is the same Volo.
Sure is.
He's famous.
Volo
in the game.
Gaddarm.
The guy who tries to fucking take out your eye?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
He's like an actual character in lore. He's
He is.
famous.
There's the D&D
That's
source
like
book,
Volo's Guide to Monsters.
Volo's Guide to Monster, yep.
Yeah, I think I have that.
Yeah.
that's
That's
him, that's
the
Volo.
same Volo.
What? Why didn't I connect the dots?
He's got some interesting lore if you ever want to read up on it, Ike.
He does. But I think like Sedge being from Candlekeep has seen plenty of books by Volo, and there's probably, and I don't want to speak for you, just the immediate surge of fucking Volo.
No, that's true because Sedge has committed himself to correctly documenting to the documentation and history of things going on in the Sword Coast. He's dedicated basically his life to it. So to have some hack who doesn't know what he's talking about come in write books and claim to be an expert on these things, and infuriates him to no end.
Okay, there we go.
Hey.
Jesus.
There you
We
are.
can hear you.
Yeah, so
Oh.
first of all, I missed literally every single description that you said about the books, which I'm deeply sad about, and that I immediately also missed what Sedge and Isla were doing, which I'm also sad about.
That's okay. I can go over really quickly. About Sedge and Isla.
Thank you.
Isla started
I'm-
looking for no worries. Started looking for history books that were not, super dry and boring. And Sedge was like, "Ugh, that's wrong. Nope, didn't happen like that." Isla pulled off a book that's like everything you need to know about the Feywild by Volo.
Wait, I
Oh,
was looking at
God.
something and Sedge being like, wait, I was there for that. That's not how it happened at all.
That's so funny.
So and Sedge saw Volo's name and had an instant like surge of anger. But as regards to the descriptions of the book that Hellu picked up, picking up these bright, colorful, eye-catching covers, some of them are like utterly dry history books that are a slog to get through, that are trying anything to make themselves seem more interesting than they are. Some are like geared more towards children with simple pictures, not a lot of words, but are still fun to look at. Some of them are more like sappy as shit, cliche pirate romance novels. But also some of them are like, some of them are like very colorful and very well drawn out diagrams of different ships, of different probably weapons that pirates might often use, of maps of the region, of Luskan, of the 10 towns to the north, of the Spine of the World and the surrounding areas, and that sort of thing. As well as other things that Hellu might be interested in. There's probably like a field guide to flowers, to various flora and fauna of the region.
Okay. I think also Hellu would probably pick up like anatomy, like an anatomy book.
Yeah, that would be easy enough to find.
But yeah, probably would drop the history books or be like, "Hey, Sedge, I found something you might be interested in." drop the history books onto Sedge. Drop the kids' books.
Onto Isla, clearly.
No, it would maybe, snag one of those sappy pirate romance novels.
and like there are ones that are, maybe a little spicy, but then there are ones that aren't so spicy, but are still like very over the top cliche. I might be teasing just a little bit, but you might come across one where the male lead, where it's like the female lead is like the pirate, and the female lead is like a prince from a coastal town.
Yeah,
I
think Holly would probably pick that one up.
So
hey,
good.
sometimes you want to see yourself in a book.
Yeah.
Very true. Very true.
Hellu doesn't know what she's gonna do after this adventuring ship. Maybe she'll be a pirate.
Dude, I'm just imagining the word
life
canvas.
ahead of her.
Yeah, I'm just imagining the word canvas in your head, and you're like, you have an image in mind, but every once in a while it switches over to now Pell's the prince on the ship, and you're the pirate.
Maybe.
That's the joke.
Don't worry about it.
I know, it's just so funny to think about.
Yeah, Hellu would probably grab some goofy ass romance novels and desperately try to get them while Sedge and Isla are probably arguing about stupid history and stupid Volo and
yeah, which is about the time
stupid inaccurate information.
About the time the shopkeep comes back with like juggling 3 or 4 different sketchbooks. It's like, so I found these, and they're going over them, and like one is much smaller. It's a bit more like a flip book kind of a thing. One is really big. One for someone who like paints on the fly. It's like, I didn't know what you want, or what kind of paper, or the quality of paper, or what you were planning to do with it, but I've like truly just going. But some of the other, like one of the other ones is like a good size, about the size of a journal. That is a good sized sketchbook.
I think Hello would probably grab the flip book and the journal size book. And if there's one that's just like slightly bigger,
Yeah,
the journal size.
Yeah, which you can ask about. It's like, oh right, and like digs through their bag and they like pull it out, and there's like a couple of papers that fly loose. But they put it on the counter, like, there you go. That's more the size, and yeah, it's a bit bigger. It's like a standard sized sketchbook you might find in a store these days.
Yeah, Hello will get the flip journal, the flip sketchbook, journal size sketchbook, and the slightly bigger sketchbook. The sappy romance novels. The ship diagram one with like the weapons and the maps and shit. Field guide, astronomy or anatomy. And I think she would also inquire about like watercolor, like, or just like paints in general, like what a good, because she's only used like charcoal.
Yeah.
Do you know where I could get like watercolor paints?
Paints?
Or just paints in general?
There is a shop. If you go that way, take a left, take a right, and then keep going straight until you, and describing directions.
Yeah.
There is a shop that specializes in those sorts of artistic supplies, everything from charcoal to oil paints to watercolors, the likes.
Thank you. How much for thunk all of this, please?
That'll run you about 15 silvers. That's quite a lot of books you're getting there. I hope you do enjoy them.
Thank you. Jesus, really, 15 silver? Okay.
It's
that was me, the player.
Yeah, there's a lot of books there. And going off of the whole like, hey, the journal that Marcus got was 5 silver. So between some relatively simple books, it would be cheaper, but then the sketchbooks, that would be, I think, a little more expensive because it's not normal paper that's going into those.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, I grabbed that and I sort of I like package it all up and put it in my bag. I'll like lean over and I guess like watch Sedge and Ylif. I'm done. I'm gonna go find some paints. They're fine. I'll find them. And I think Hello like actually leaves them just like going on about like whatever the fuck they're doing. To go to that paint store.
Incredible. Yeah, you guys are left there commiserating over.
Argue for that long.
I don't think it takes Hello honestly that long to get and pay for all of this. So I think it's like pretty much right after you guys catch the tail end of Hello leaving, in the middle of your like commiserating over Volo's clearly embellished everything.
Yeah, Ylif is just now starting to hate Volo too. It's just like, excuse me, we are not.
And then you can like look up in outrage, just about to like say something in outrage to see the Hello like heading out the door.
Oh, Halu's leaving. We should. Okay.
Sorry, what happened? I zoned out.
Halu left and is leaving you guys because you guys were very loudly commiserating over
Yeah, she didn't want to like spoil your fun, so
Oh
she
my
was fine
goodness.
leaving you guys there.
Oh my god.
you can catch the tail end of Halu
said
leaving.
we said we should go.
I mean, do you want to?
I mean, we were like, what else would we? It feels a little.
Well, I mean, Halu is more than capable of taking care of herself, and if I'm going to be frank, I would like to take a stroll around the town with you.
I would like that.
Out of character, I would also like to DM. Is there like a shrine or something in this town?
Yeah, there would be. Obviously, you know, they're gonna have some temples and some shrines dedicated to gods because no one's gonna piss off the gods. The big one is mostly to Auril. But yeah, there are some other shrines that you can find.
I turn to Eilif and I say, if you don't mind me making a little pit stop at a temple or shrine, of course.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Perfect. And are we buying any books?
I wasn't. I was like, I'm looking at the history books and I'm like, I'll just ask Sedge for history lessons at this point.
Yeah,
kind of book.
yeah, Sedge is like, you don't have to buy a book. I'm right here.
I follow in Halu's
I'm making a
footsteps
baby for all
unknowingly
your
and buy
history
a
needs.
silly, goofy, trashy romance novel.
All right. Yeah, you probably pick up one that's like,
And pirates are not my thing. So, in a fit of Eilif is self-aware, gets like a star-crossed lovers type
Oh my god.
type one where it's like they're both devoted to their. Eilif is fully self-aware of this and it's just like, but this is what I was reading like years ago, and it's really funny that it's coming back now.
Yes. Fantastic. But yeah. You can grab that. It'll probably cost you like a silver.
Yeah, that's fine.
Trashy romance novel's not gonna be too expensive, you know?
Especially out here at the edge of the world.
Alright, I will be right back. I uninstalled Discord and I've reinstalled it, so I'm gonna see if it stopped shitting itself. Jesus.
Is it
Alright.
100 silver to a gold or
It's 10.
Not
It's
10 silver.
Yeah, 10 silver to a gold.
Cool? I was right. I just couldn't remember.
Hi, Chai.
Yeah, I don't buy any books
Hello?
because they're just like, fuck
There
off.
you are. Hi.
All right.
Hi.
Yeah.
But
You guys can head out. And leaving Helu to her business, and go for a nice stroll in the town.
And I'm gonna, if we find flowers or just something kind of like cute like that, I'm gonna buy some for Sedge.
That's easy enough. I don't want to charge you for that. But you can find.
Yeah.
I say it's easy enough. It is still winter. So I think I think they're like essentially pressed and dried flowers. They're that are more for like decorating windowsills or like for garlands, for a bit of color in the winter months.
Yeah, I kind of buy a little bit for Sedge. Kind of like a small bundle for him to like, ironically stealing Marcus's idea, even though Iliff doesn't know, but I like it as arson. I'm stealing it for Sedge to use as a bookmark.
I take one of these like pressed dried flowers and I stick it in between Iliff's lapels of like whatever coat or whatever he's wearing.
Lapels? Yeah.
Yes, lapels.
Oh.
Sorry, I've never heard them pronounced out loud before. I always thought it was lapels. I don't know.
Lapel.
No, fair enough.
Lapel.
Yeah. You guys have a very cute date. Speaking of date, let's flip back over to
Date at the prison.
to the two charisma casters as you step into the prisoner's carnival.
We're about to rob these people blind.
Well, Blossom, never say I never take you anywhere nice.
Oh god.
It sure is a place.
The placiest of places. I promise we won't be here for too long. Let's just pass along the deets. I guess I look around for someone posted up or something. Someone that gets business done. I don't know what it looks like in here.
Well, this is primarily run by the what's the ship? Hi, Cat. What are you doing? Thank you.
The SS Chutney. Or the SS Chai.
This is engaged mostly by the ship, the Rethnors. So you can see a member of the Rethnors there. They do each have their own symbol and colors. Which you have noticed, there are different places flying, various different colors. Hi, Kitty. Thank you. But he doesn't appear to like really be taking any sort of this job any kind of seriously. He's just kind of like chatting with some friends. He's got like a drink in hand, and he looks up and he goes, "I."
Hello. Well met. I was hoping to speak to someone in charge, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that would be me.
Can I insight check that?
Yeah.
I don't know if this man's got genuine confusion or sarcasm. Let's find out. 17 for that one.
There's sarcasm in that he's like, well, yeah, that would be me. But there's confusion in that like someone's actually in here to talk talk to him. Okay.
Well, I promise not to take up too much of your time. I can see that you're very busy right now. We were out on the road, me and my friends. I'm sure you've heard of the recent goblin attacks.
Oh, yeah. Annoying little buggers. Why, what's up? Steal your sweet roll or something?
Nah, we kind of stole their lives. Best way of putting it there. We ran into a group. We took them on. They're done and done with. That's not what's important. We just got some information that might help you guys if you guys ever had to.
I think he
deal
gives
with it down the line.
he gives the both of you a very skeptical once over, but doesn't question it further.
But yeah, basically, we might have an inkling of where they might be holed up, and I'm just figured I'll let you guys know, and you guys can pass it along to the right people. Hopefully.
All right. Yeah, sure. And he pulls out like a quill, and some paper, and he goes, "All right."
It's about a day or two travel, and don't have an exact location, but I do know it's an abandoned fortress of sorts.
He writes down a day or two travel, and then you say abandoned fortress, and he pauses and he looks up at you and he goes, "Kid, you know where you are."
I mean, last time I checked, I was in what's the name of this town, Luskin.
Yeah, Exactly. Do you know how many abandoned fortresses are around here?
Well, it's not really my job to keep track of all that. It's kind of your job. Just trying to help out here. I imagine a lot, though, with your response.
Yeah, well, if you get more concrete information, come right back.
I think after that, I also do describe the bridge and like the kind of white on the outside that you were talking about.
He I think just looks very confused, and he goes, "There's 3 bridges in the town. That certainly doesn't describe any of them." Did you say
Alright,
there was
okay.
a fort in the middle of the bridge?
Is that what I saw, DM?
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I do. Yes, that is correct. That is what I saw.
Have him
Does that
roll-
narrow it down a little
I'm gonna
bit?
have him roll a check really quickly. Pauses and no, actually, no, it doesn't.
Damn.
Nothing like that
Too
around these
bad.
parts.
Well, I'm sure you can pass it along to someone who would have a better idea. Just doing my good act for the day, so I'll leave you guys to it.
All right, have a good day. Yes.
Bye. Yeah, you too. Little turd. All right, yeah. Yeah, leave the party.
I think I hear Marcus do that, and as we're turning to leave, I do like another 180 towards him. It's like,
Oh, you know, boys. It was terribly harrowing. Oh, what's a girl like me got to do to get some action?
Oh my god. Oh my god. No.
Christ!
What's a girl like me got to do to get the people guarding this town to go out and protect the roads? They're traders and
Okay.
other folks
You go
coming in
ahead.
and out Avalon.
Oh my
God, it's-
You go
I
ahead
have to
and
hold
make me.
back from not
You go ahead
laughing
and
at
make me a
Marcus, though.
deception check. I'm gonna make a roll for him real quickly.
Blossom, make a deception?
Riz.
Yes, you make a deception.
Tides of Chaos?
Uh-oh.
All right.
Oh, that was a 2, by the way, for the
Ooh.
initial.
Oh my god.
That's cocked. Okay. Deception?
Yeah.
16.
16. He you say this, and like one of the other guys like
And I'm like twirling my hair.
yeah, one of the other guys like has a moment. He just kind of like looks you looks you up and down, before another one elbows him sharply, and the guy who's like who's in charge here clearly laughs and goes, "Lady, I don't bat for your team,
Oh.
but you belong in the Cutlass with that sort of act."
The what?
The Cutlass.
Huh.
I had said that was a tavern, often frequented by
Ah.
pirates.
Well, what does a young man around here have to do with this?
Don't you even try! Get out of here!
All right, we'll have a try.
Gay chicken, gay chicken.
Oh my god.
I'll be honest, you walked right into that one.
I straight up did a coin flip, and I was like, all right, heads, this man's not interested in Blossom, and women, tails he is. I rolled heads. I flipped
God,
heads,
that
and
is
I was like,
So funny.
oh my god.
Gotta respect the fucking hustle from Marcus, though, after that.
the immediate like
Yeah.
Hey, what's a big little guy
ultimate
like
power
me
couple.
gonna do?
Hello,
The
sailor.
ultimate power couple. Now you
And-
get to find one
Bisexual king and
disaster
queen.
bisexual and y'all will be set.
And the immediate edge, don't even try.
Ah, God,
You
man.
had your chance, boyo.
Well,
that was impeccably funny.
Yeah.
I think Blossom and
God, that
Marcus
was
leave
good.
laughing our asses off.
I do think you gave the guys a good laugh. You can hear them laughing
Yeah.
as you leave.
Oh man. Well, it doesn't look like they're gonna get much of anything done, but hopefully it reaches the right person down the line.
I highly doubt that.
Oh, who knows? Well, I'm not sure where the others are. Maybe we should head back to the tavern and wait on them. Sure, there's some way we can keep ourselves occupied.
Give me a minute.
Yeah.
Stay here. And I'm gonna glance over at the stockade.
Hmm.
Oh my god.
Is the man inside in the stocks looking at me?
I think at the moment he's like yelling at some passerbys who's just like, yeah, lap it up. I'm here, but next is gonna be you. And then he sees you and he like again to like does his best to try and like I don't know, clean himself up, quote unquote, but he's stocks.
Tries to,
Man must look
dust
mad
off the old
greasy.
hands.
Yeah. I'm gonna say to Marcus, go wait for me around the corner. I'll come back with hopefully some fun information.
Why do you guys care about this so much?
Oh my
The
god.
principle of it. Alright. Okay,
Y'all are
don't keep me
killing
waiting for
Red.
too long now.
Act like I said something to piss you off,
Oh.
which I know happens on a daily basis.
I was gonna say you better be real careful with your next words there, buddy.
Yeah, okay, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know. Tell me something. So I could really sell it.
I can't believe you let that dude hit on me. Like, what the fuck is going on, Marcus? I can't believe you've done this to me. Come on. I thought we had something.
I'm sorry, but maybe if you weren't batting your eyes at everybody we passed by, we wouldn't be having this
Oh,
problem.
It's called being polite.
Being polite.
Oh no.
Being polite. You know what? I'm done. You have a nice life.
You.
I minor illusion a fake ring in my hand and tap it on the floor.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
I'm going to try to start sniffling. I'm not going to attempt to create fake tears because
What, you
that
say
just makes my
Blossom
eyes red and puffy.
You can't. Blossom doesn't cry on command. I feel like
I
she'd
mean,
be able
Come
to.
on. She's got that girl boss gaslighting energy to be able to do that.
She's a persuader, not a performer.
Ah,
I
okay.
love can cry on
Fair
command.
enough. Fair enough.
Fair enough.
So she's gonna angrily stomp the ring into the ground and storm over to the stockade and just sit next to the dude, not looking at him, but just pull her knees up to her chest. Men.
Trouble in paradise?
You could say that.
Yeah, that guy was here last night. He was a real piece of work.
Oh my god, he told me he was getting food. Oh,
Oh, he was
fucking loser.
he was mocking me all night. Do you really want to be with a man who mocks a guy in the stocks?
You are so right, my friend. I'm sorry. I saw you earlier. What's your name? I'm Blossom.
Ugh. Sorry, I started dropping shit.
They call me Stockade Bob because I'm always in the stockade.
It's a hard job, but
These
somebody's gonna
stockades,
do it.
these stockades here,
Oh
I'm
my
at home.
god.
These stockades, we've seen things together. You wouldn't believe what these stockades and I have been through. It's been ice and snow, rain or shine. You wouldn't believe it. Other people get thrown into this stockade, and I'm like, you don't know the stockades like I know the stockades.
That's right. That's right. Preach.
Sorry, that's Stockade Reggie over there. He's always in the stockade.
Hold on. I got a new book actually that's like the Game Master's books and non-play characters.
Are you looking through an NPC name?
Looking to see what NPCs are here that might be fun to use.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Some of these are great. Well, they call me Lurmis.
Lurmer.
Yeah.
Sorry, Lurmis?
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Lur.
He's
L-
made
They
it a
call
thousand
me
times hard.
Oh.
Lurmis.
That's
The guy she told
unfortunate.
you not. You, the guy she told you not to worry about.
Hold
Well,
on.
Lurmis, what'd you do to end up here?
Well, sorry, brain just decided to.
Flirted with the guard captain's wife.
Well, them Rastnors, they don't really like being. They don't really take being made fun of very well, you know.
Oh, I was talking to one of them earlier. Dude could not take a hint.
Oh, I know,
My
right?
gods.
A bunch of barbarians,
Crazy.
a lot of them.
I know. They won't even get a civilians task force out to go after some lousy goblins.
You know, I've been hearing about
Lazy
them
bums,
goblins.
I say.
Bunch of lazy louts. They're just in it for the money, you know. They'll beat anyone poor and senseless just to take their money. Bunch of
know.
thugs.
Believe me, you're getting off easy. I once saw a man in a stockade, but where his hands should have been, his ankles were.
Yeah, it's like, whoa, that
Man
certainly
could not
doesn't
walk
sound
for
too-
a week afterwards.
Wait, hold on. Did they replace it? As in, where did they swap his hands with his what's going on? What?
Oh no, his body was just like, bent in half for
Oh,
week.
Oh, that poor dude.
Yeah. Yeah, his spine was whacked after that.
Take one hell of a chiropractor to fix that sort of mess.
Chiropractor?
Do you know one?
Ha! No.
Sorry. Well, I guess I'd better get going before the cold takes me. Do you want anything? A hot chocolate or a coffee?
I mean, if you're offering, I wouldn't mind a bit of hot chocolate.
Well, you stay right here. Haha. Shit. And I'll go get you something.
And she never comes back.
Yup.
I think at some point when Blossom starts like walking back, Marcus does make sure to like walk over towards her, still in eyesight of what's his name, Lormis.
Lurmis.
Lurmis. And he does a quick little move where he brings her into a hug and like grabs her by the small of her back and gives her a dip and a kiss while looking at Lurmis. And he mind links and goes, "Who's scrawny now?" And before he walks away with Blossom.
Our
alignment
people are
is
match made in
chaotic
hell.
asshole.
man.
Meanwhile, Ylif and Sedge, like, are just having a nice date.
Nah, this is how we get our kicks.
Yeah.
Honestly, they were made for each other.
Match made in
Right.
hell.
But,
Yeah,
Straight in the Feywild.
Yeah, really.
So I got not only what he did to get in the stockade, but I also got his name. Beat that, Black Blood.
What's his name? Probably something very manly and stoic.
His name. And she giggles at it. Is Lurmis?
Lurmis. Lurmis.
Lurmis.
Sounds like someone's pet slug. That's ridiculous. Oh,
I know
man.
he's bullying this poor fucking dude.
By the way,
Poor dude.
We're never gonna see him again. He aligns himself with Mab and Revenge.
Oh God, he would. That would be like the big
Oh,
cliffhanger,
man.
though.
He's the BBG. He was looking at us the whole time.
And sitting before you be Lurmis.
He is.
I'm sorry, who?
He is the Lord of Silver. You just pissed him off. Good luck getting his help now.
No.
Oh, oh, fuck, no! Oh no!
Oh man.
Lurmis is silver backwards. What?
By the way, I'm sorry I was so caught up with all my work last night. Once I kind of get in a groove, it's hard for me to kind of snap out of it. How about we just head back to the tavern and I can show you how attentive I can be.
My God!
But look at this.
You know,
Jesus.
seeing the stockades gave me some ideas.
Oh my God! And that's what we're gonna call it. That's what we're gonna call it.
Hello.
Jesus
Do I get my
Christ.
water?
Guys, yeah, you get your
Yeah.
watercolors.
Okay. How much does that set me back?
That'll be maybe another 2 silvers.
Okay.
Got it.
Jesus Christ!
And that's where we'll leave it for tonight.
God.
Sorry!
No,
That was
no,
Right
too good.
there.
that was hilarious.
Oh my god.
That was too good.
Look, I had a lot of fun. You walking up in this, and you're like, "What are you here for?" And he's like, "The fuck you, man."
God, all of that was just chef's kids. The build up and you talking to Lurmis.
I'd like to imagine Sedge and Ylif just came into the area, as they're starting their date. They're just walking and see this, and they just both know it's them on their bullshit, and it's just they turn right around.
Nope.
Without even have to say a single thing.
They don't want to get caught up in the gravitational force of chaotic assholery of whatever Marcus and Blossom are concocting.
Hey, you know what? I count this as a win for
Fucking-
me because I have a Tides of Chaos I can now use against Blossom.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
welcome.
God.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
The thing I haven't cast a spell in, 4 days.
Oh yeah, you know.
Yeah, you're a little backed up there, don't you think?
Gotta,
Hold on,
gotta
let me
eat
check.
more,
I feel like
gotta eat
I'm
more
sorry for
fiber.
it. I'm gonna stop.
Okay.